What is up, TCL guys and gals? Welcome to week 7, day 4, technically day 3 of TCL action. It's our final regular season game. I'm joined with my main man, Mr. Tokimon Panda. How are you doing tonight?
Yo, thrilled to be here, ready for another spicy night of League of Legends. We've had a lot of hype for this match, a lot of discussion in the Discord. We're ready to see what happens.
Yeah, no, people have been discussing this match in the Discord quite a bit. Definitely just talking about this match and nothing else in the Discord, right?
Absolutely, it's all about the hype for the upcoming game. We're all living in the future. Why would anybody be dreaming about what happened in the past?
Yeah, no, we're all normal human beings. We've all left it in the past, but both teams tonight, 4-2. If I'm sure you saw it, if front to back loses to Team Dark Horse tonight, they drop all the way. They plummet to the 5 seed,
Yes,
one
yes.
to five. That
One,
is, whew.
it is quite the reversal of fortunes that they could be in for tonight, depending on how well they decide to pull it off, front to back. We'll see if they can do that.
Team Dark Horse. If they win in the first round, they get to play the Kangaroo Corral, which is the 6 seed. So they'll have an easier time in the first round, arguably. But
Right.
if they lose, they have to play the Footlongs, 12 inches team. So,
Right, right. And I know there's been
yeah,
some discussion among the top lane pool. I won't say any names here. Um, but yeah, there's definitely some eyeing of those playoff seeds coming in here, and some people are looking at the difference between two fairly I won't say walk in the park, but relatively easier games compared to facing perhaps top lane King Blood himself in round one. Not something I think any of the other top laners are looking forward to.
yeah, no, definitely. I'm really excited for the match tonight. We have an absolute brawl that's going to occur in the top lane between Bully and Music X. I think they're both pretty excited for this matchup.
Yeah, yeah, no, these are some titans for sure. We've got I don't know. I was in some team chats prior to the game and heard some information that we may be seeing some really spicy picks in the top lane tonight, you know? And I
Really?
haven't yeah, they wouldn't give me anything more than that. There
No,
there
no,
was
no insider info.
no, I heard, Jace was tossed around. I don't know. I know that is
Jace.
that yeah, that is a specialty of music's. I'm not sure.
Wow.
I don't know if he's pulled it out in any match play games in TCL, but I know it's definitely come out in some customs, and I would be excited to see it happen. And we're getting into draft here. We'll see what he's got for us.
Yeah, definitely. Besides, if there is a spicy pick top, with both of these players sharing the Mordekaiser in their champion pool, we'll see what happens though. Is the Trundle taken away?
Yeah, and the man, the myth, the legend himself, reformed bully. You never know what the guy's gonna build.
True. You never know. He's an innovator. I believe that the term is been
That that
coined. An
is that
entrepreneur of anti-heal, dare I
and
say.
indeed, indeed.
I recommend skipping.
Innovator could indeed be one of the words that you use to describe that, I suppose.
Yeah.
All right, so we're seeing the Lulu Trundle Viego so far.
Yeah.
Anything real surprising out of this? I mean, this seems pretty
No.
all in line for me. And there's Lynn's Cassidon.
Yeah.
That's pretty stock banned for pretty much anybody facing up against Dark Horse this year. And there's Caridian is getting respected on his Azir.
Yeah, I mean, David Caridian, obviously, he's a very strong AP mage player. It makes sense taking away that Cassidon. It's a innate counter to every AP champion in the game with that passive being that just percent reduction to magic damage. It's kind of
Definitely,
insane.
there's.
And it
I
makes sense
mean,
with the Cassidon being taken away, straight away into the Azir taken away.
I think that's for me. I think he's messing with me.
I think he is messing with you, but we'll see.
Yeah.
It's the
Uh,
Sivir.
I'd love
Yep.
to. I just really love to see that kind of energy from music. A first pick, Jace. That's just I would love to see it, but it's not going to happen.
And the Varus hover for Abarn. I can't imagine he goes in the direction of the Varus here as the Lucian locked in. And that could be a Lucian bot, that could be a Lucian top, or that could even be a Lucian mid. So we'll have to keep an eye on
The
that.
day Bully busts out a
That
Lucian
could be
top,
the spicy pick we were looking for. It's just an
it,
early flex maybe.
It could be, definitely could be. I don't know. Is Bully an entrepreneur of the LeBron?
I'm not sure, but Lucian plus Nautilus is not your ideal bot lane.
No, definitely
So I
not. And
want
there's Swordmaster picking up is very comfortable Blitzcrank pick.
Blitzcrank, yeah. He's a big fan of that. And the Fizz being left open for Lynn the Legend. That is one of his signature champions. He is quite proficient on that champion. So
Yeah,
we'll
I
see what we'll see the response of the R3.
one can only hope. I mean, I'm sorry, Spirit, but one can only hope to sit here and watch Abarn get hooked over and over by the Blitzcrank, right? Like
I
that
mean,
is
it would
kind
make
of the
sense.
ideal situation here.
All right, and the Lucian has now been locked into either mid or bot, with that Mordekaiser being picked up for Reformed Bully
Ooh,
there.
yeah. All right, this is gonna give Music the counter. I
Yeah,
don't know. I don't know what he's gonna be looking at into Mordekaiser. I'd see maybe a Mundo game.
think a
We
Mundo
could.
game is on the
There it
horizon.
is. There's that ban.
Nope, no, we will not be having a Mundo game
Yeah,
on the
no,
horizon.
that's definitely a good ban right there.
Yeah, no, that's a solid ban. I really like Team Dark Horse's composition so far with the Sivir, Blitzcrank, and Fizz. I think in terms of how it matches up against the Lucian and the Nautilus, that bot lane, I think that and a generally two passive players in Droid and Sword, who Sword's a very solid roaming support, and
Right.
Droid's a great just individual player in terms of like being able to play safe in lane, never cost his team anything. Droid will never be the reason you lose a game, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The guy
And he might
creates
not want
agency for himself when he's on Sivir too.
Yeah, he might not 1v9, but he will
Right.
never lose you a game. He'll do what
Right.
he's told. He'll
And
show
he'll
up to
outfarm his
fights.
opponent.
Yeah, generally speaking, he will outfarm his opponent. As Karma being banned away, I guess that it was expected to be a Karma top for music. I'm not a huge fan of that, given the recent nerfs to Karma.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I could be I could be wrong. I don't know how much music plays the Karma top.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but the Diana also being taken away from TJ might be in his wheelhouse. Not sure if he's been playing it recently.
Yeah, and does Caridian mess with Diana at all?
I believe he does play it every once in a
So
while. He
potential
hasn't been
flex,
into
and
and
there
a
there is the mid pick.
LeBlanc being
So that
locked in for
is
Caridian.
that's
I
looking like a
believe
Lucian bot.
I can't actually see him, but Control is probably licking his lips right now, looking at this pick, wishing it was him.
You can imagine.
Yeah, he has
That or
not gotten to
crying
touch that.
because he has to watch David play it.
That is true. It's one of the two for sure. It's the Echo being hovered, most likely going to Teague, and that will be locked in. Yep, and that'll be double AP in the mid and jungle.
Okay, I will say the game before this, just 20 minutes ago, Music locked in a Karma top lane.
Yep,
And
that would make sense it being for him then. So yeah, good ban.
and it
Good
looks like he
scouting coming out from the side of Team Front to Back then. So
yeah,
we'll
and it looks like
finally
he
get to
does actually have a
see,
smattering of Karma games.
and nothing too spicy just yet. It'll be Ornn
All
Mordekaiser in
right.
game one.
It's about what we're looking at. And it is only orange, so I'm only expecting maybe the Bramble Rush, and that's it as far as healing cuts from Mordekaiser this game. Doesn't have to really go overboard, right?
No, I guess he doesn't. We'll finally get to see the R5 jungle and Graves being hovered out. Will we see it?
I like it.
You
I
like it?
like it. I like it, yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about the Graves actually.
I
I
don't
feel into Fizz Echo. We'll have
I
to see
yeah,
what he ends up building.
I've got to imagine he spends some time top lane here.
Yeah,
You
I'd
know, Graves
imagine.
Graves is, I feel like a relatively proficient ganker into somebody like Ornn.
I mean, yeah, but just the Graves pick of, his quick draw, his E, it only gives
hmm
armor.
That's a good point. That doesn't help him a whole lot in the jungle when
Doesn't
when
give me.
Teague
If it still
finds
gave
him.
him MR, it would
Right.
be a great pick. But if you're TJ and you don't have shield bow plus overheal, fleet footwork, you are going to be lambs to the slaughter for this Echo and Fizz if they even get the slightest sniff of an advantage.
So I'm hearing here that this is a comfort pick for sure for TJ. So I'm thinking maybe what we can expect if he does know the matchup, and I'm gonna take your word for it that this is not a good time for Graves. Doesn't seem like it would be. Maybe he's
No,
just trying to create an opposite pathing route to Teague for this game and just be wherever he's not.
just be a power farmer. Yeah, it would make sense. I really would have liked to see a pick with some agency early, like the Zinzao.
Hmm.
You know,
So
it's a champion TJ's comfortable on, very proficient ganker, and can really just survive on its own.
very strong at the moment too, unless I miss my call.
No, quite strong at the moment,
Um,
receiving minor nerfs at worst.
are we going to expect TJ to try to path opposite from Teague then here at the beginning of the game and show up around that 3 minute mark on the opposite side of the map?
Well, given that he is on red side, I would imagine he defaults and starts his blue, but I really would like to see an opposite side clear for Graves, where he starts out that red with Bully and he gives him a minor leash to try and hide his early pathing and just stay
Okay.
safe.
All right, and then you're expecting Teague to start from his red side as well?
Yeah, I'd expect Teague to start on his bot side, get that strong leash because Echo Jungle not the strongest clear early,
Mm-hmm.
right? Not the
Mm-hmm.
strongest clear early. But Teague's obviously very strong on the champion, so once you survive that first clear, similarly to Rise Jungle, actually, it's a very strong champion.
Yeah, so I'll take your word for that one too. I have to say after 2 games, I don't have evidence to the contrary per se. I do know that there's a correlation between Rise Jungle being picked and me not having much farm. Um, I'm not sure if it's a causation, but definitely
Yeah,
correlation.
correlation doesn't always equal to causation. We'll have to look.
Right.
We need a larger sample size, I believe.
For sure. We'll maybe run that a couple more times. But in the
Yeah.
meantime, I'm looking for music to be letting Bully push in here, and an early gank pre-level 6 onto Mordekaiser would do a world of good for music going into this game.
Oh, definitely. Oh, also, yeah. Have you played the Ornn Mordekaiser lane very much before?
I've dabbled. It's been definitely a minute. I haven't locked in Ornn, I think, at all since last season of TCL, and
But if
I'm by no means a Mordekaiser aficionado.
I'm not mistaken, but if Ornn W's while Mordekaiser is trying to cast his ultimate,
Correct.
that's a pretty bad time for Mordekaiser, right? It just cancels it.
Yeah, yeah. The
Okay.
one
What?
thing I am not sure about though is I'm not sure if that puts it on cooldown or not. I believe because the cast goes all the way through, it goes onto a full cooldown. As opposed to
Yeah.
there are some times when you cast that and for instance Fizz goes untargetable,
Yes.
it'll refund the cooldown to
Yeah.
like
I
what 3 or
believe
5
it's no
seconds or something.
refund. I don't know if you've played Scion into Mordekaiser, but it's a similar thing where at the end of
Correct.
Scion's ult, he still has a couple like invulnerable to CC frames. So
Okay.
you can scam some people sometimes if Mordekaiser's being a
Interesting.
little cut. Yeah. So if you're ever playing the Scion Mordekaiser matchup, just keep an
That
eye out for
is
that.
that is good to know. And something we got to look for going into this game is when or will we be seeing that QSS tax being paid?
Do you think it'll be paid?
Um, I think Sivir makes Droid on Sivir has a good argument for not paying that early. He does have his spell shield. Granted, you have to probably make a commitment there that you're holding that spell shield
Hmm.
for that ultimate, and it's not really an easy one necessarily to block out like that, but feasible. And then of course, Lin on Fizz, I can't see him building a QSS. Instead, he'll have the stopwatch. So I don't
Yeah.
know.
Also, little thing, both mid laners opting for Ignite over TP, so we are in for a flashy mid lane. There is going to be blood flying everywhere for sure. I'm expecting multiple solo kills for each side.
Right.
30
That
seconds
is
until minions
indeed
spawn.
quite spicy.
But we will see as we are getting into game. Not expecting anything really cheesy early from either team. Maybe Sword's going to look for just some disruption with that Blitzcrank. Maybe get some early wards down.
Yep. And looking forward to see what happens here. Speaking of wards, I got word from Spirit of Fate, the
Minions
ward
have
master
spawned.
himself, that he has just given up actually trying to get Abone and the rest of his teammates to ward. He said, "Never mind, I'm just gonna start tripling everybody else's ward score instead of just beating out the entire other team." So I
Interesting.
expect big things out of him tonight.
Okay, well that is it's a bold claim as per prediction, TJ will be starting on that top side.
Oh, and
Will
we're
not have
seeing
that
a
flash early.
an invade here. Well, rather a bush cheese going on in the tri-bush.
Yeah, I mean Lucian obviously
But
having
they
that
just
strong
backed
level
out.
1. I'd really prefer to see them look for something for this level 2. But we'll see if Teague responds to this as Droid kind of snuffing it out, letting Swordmaster go first. Well played by Droid and Sword, kind of sniffing that play out. That's kind of what I was talking about Droid just being a smart player. He's a savvy guy. He's not going to cost your team very often. Obviously opting for that Dark Harvest over the traditional, maybe a Lethal Tempo or a Fleet Footwork, so he'll be looking for that Duskblade, the Manamune, as he already has that tier in his inventory. As this lane should be pretty slow for the most part. A lot of farming back and forth. It just depends if... Oh, Blitzcrank lands a nice hook onto A-Barn. They get the better end of that trade. Sword already just making me stop and think. He already landing a level 1 hook on A-Barn, setting the tone early in this lane. See if he can keep it up. The Spirit's going to respond with that Dredge line, and Spell Shield taking second for Droid. So he's going to dodge out on a bit of damage and a very even trade overall.
Okay,
As
so I
Sword
was
not
gonna
taking a
say
great
2
trade
hooks
there.
thrown, 2 hooks hit, but Swordmaster just throw another. And here we go. He's got another step up.
Oh, and Spirit
Oh my
2
God.
for 2, forcing out that flash and the passer from Swordmaster. Not going to go down though, but they get that flash off the Blitzcrank early.
Wow, this is a lot of pressure coming out from the side of Spirit and A-Barn here.
So I think he's posturing up for another hook, and yeah, he's going to land it. Droid doesn't, Sport doesn't have flash. It looks like he's going to go down, as that's going to be first blood over to A-Barn.
And that's the heal coming out from Droid as well.
Yeah. Man, this is a rough start already for a Blitzcrank pick. This is not what you wanted to see, but Spirit showing out great. 3 for 3 on the Dredge line and converting a kill and a flash and a heal burn for it.
And I will say it looks like top lane is getting pushed in towards Reform Bully as Teague makes his way top here. So looks like not getting that level 3 gank that I was looking for, but that is a scuttle going over to Teague early.
Yeah, Bully's got a pretty solid lane state up here. He's super safe against Teague. He's really in no danger. He's not in dive range with that HP total, and Echo Orn is not going to dive you early. Let's face it.
Definitely not. Definitely not, especially not into somebody like Mordekaiser.
Yeah, but Bully
oh wow, this
a
trade
rough
is not
trade up
going
here.
well for him. I'm not sure.
No, he's trying to
Dude,
trade
you've
into
got
a lot of
quite
minions.
the minion wave there.
And now
indeed.
he's opened himself up to that dive as Teague is going to path on up here. We'll see what happens. It's a nice Q landing out from Orn.
Orn did just put himself low on mana though.
He's got the parallel convergence available. He's going to throw it out on a Bully. Bully with a nice flash under turret. Misses the obliterate. Is Teague just going to blow his flash and have to blow his in return?
Yeah, it's a shame. Music had a little bit more mana here. I think he joins on that dive, and that's probably a kill.
Yeah, no, I'd imagine. But I like the early aggression, looking to burn Bully's flash. Hopefully Teague makes a return visit up there. Gets the better of him. We already have a little CS advantaging developing down here. About 13 up for A-Barn at the moment. He's about to crash a large cannon wave into tower, so Droid's going to even that out a bit more. So it's not as bad as it looks down there.
And Lynn's looking at a fairly nice 10 CS or so lead in mid lane.
Caridian might be in a little bit of danger. He's going to have to flash away from that Echo. It's TJ waltzing on down. Looks like he's not going to find anything. Oh, but
and there's 2 flashes there.
Yeah.
Wow.
So both of our mid laners losing their flash. A lot of kill threats going to occur now for Lynn the Legend in that mid. He's going to have that R available soon, and we'll see if he can convert it into a solo kill.
I think we may have a dead Mordekaiser. There he is.
Yeah, we do have a dead Mordekaiser. That is a solo kill.
And that's a flash coming out from Music, looking like that.
Caridian's going to flash over the wall, root up Lynn with those chains, as TJ's going to go down to the Teague passive popping on him. That is not the start early you want against
I've got to be honest.
Graves.
I've got to be honest. This is looking like a jungle gap so far. Teague was present for, I think, 5 flashes in the space of a minute and a half there. And then, you know, the first lane that he ganks top goes over to a solo kill, not 30 seconds later, and then he secures another one onto the jungle.
See, I would disagree. I would be pinging my mid laner's Ignite as Caridian failed to use that in that entire exchange. Could have meant the difference.
Okay.
In those fights, so maybe mid diff, maybe jungle diff. I'm hoping they're pinging each other. That would make the most sense.
That would make the most sense.
Who was the hook?
I don't know whose fault it was. It just definitely wasn't mine.
Yes. the Narcissus poem, if anybody's ever read that one before. But Droid gonna look to pick up these minions under tower. Only down about 8 CS, and despite your co-laner being killed, that's not the worst deficit versus this Lucian early.
Right, I am now worried about top lane though. I'm not sure that, yeah, I'm not sure that Bully gets to really exist in that kind of trading type of existence that he wants right now.
Yeah, no,
At least not for a while.
Yeah, Bully's gonna have a really rough time here for probably a while unless TJ can make his way up here. Front to back, really not a topside oriented team, so I think that Mordekaiser pick's really gonna struggle for a while unless he can get some nice kills or somehow get a solo kill early. It's another nice hook there from Spirit of Fate as TJ, maybe a little over ambitious using the flash there. Probably didn't need to, but he's gonna pick up the kill and pick up level 6 as well.
Spirit's coming out with a vengeance in this series.
Yes,
He's hitting a lot of hooks, putting out a lot of pressure for A-Barn.
Playing lights out. If you want to play Bard, this is not how you should be performing. Just letting you know. You're supposed to play bad on all other champions. That way your team.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking.
Yeah, but
he did mention before the game that there was a fairly low percentage chance that he ends up getting one in this series, unfortunately.
Yeah, but Music picking up some nice trades. Bully might be in dive range if Music is able to do a nice little bounce house combo onto the Mordekaiser. But we do see TJ pathing up here, so Music might actually be in some danger. But it looks like Music is roaming down to the mid lane, or he's on the Scuttle Crab right now. I cannot quite tell. No,
looks like he was maybe running down to grab that honey fruit.
Yep, just picked up that honey fruit, really topped himself off for HP, and he's just going to go back to terrorizing this Mordekaiser.
Alright, I do hope to see a Bellows Breath negate the Death Realm at some point this game. Unfortunately, this not exactly the most exciting lane to sit and watch at the moment.
So this Dragon started up while both Caridian and Bully are on a reset, so nice awareness by Teague. It looks like they're going to pick up this first Cloud Dragon of the game.
Yeah, Spirit looking like he wants to do something, knowing there's not really anything he can do.
Yep, pretty much. And it looks like we will be in for either an Infernal Soul or an Earth Soul. So.
Oh, no Wind Soul? That's unfortunate.
No Cloud Soul. No, praise the Lord. No Resident Sleeper Soul. As a little thing to note, it looks like Lyn is opting for that pretty popular, just a straight up Zonia's Rush in the mid lane. Doesn't matter if you're against AP or AD. Cooldown reduction, the invulnerability, it's just stats you love to have. As Teague timing the living hell out of both TJ and Caridian there. As he is down a level to TJ though, a slight farm discrepancy. As here comes the Ornhorn,
here.
And he's going to bring it out, and Teague not getting that ultimate off, he's just going to go straight down.
The field goal is good there. Right down the middle.
The field goal is good. Unfortunately, those points do not count for anything for Music. But got the Rift Herald started out, and surely going to go to the side of front of back.
I'm not sure if maybe Teague didn't have vision on everybody that was there. Or maybe it was just miscommunication on timing. There was the 3v3 just a little bit early there before Music could get involved.
Yeah, it felt like some awkward timing there, and maybe a little bit of a misplay not popping that Chrono Break, because he probably could have survived that and got the better end of it. But Droid having this ultimate available might just run down Spirit as he took maybe a little bit of an overambitious hook. Because it looks like he's just going to be, yep, last hit there by Teague, and he's going to pick up a kill.
And there's Teague getting right back on the horse.
Yeah, well played by the bot lane. Team Dark Horse punishing Spirit, landing literally every hook. Sometimes the hooks that you land on Nautilus are not always what you want. As Bully's gonna TP in here.
Oh,
he's gonna look for that ultimate on
but there's the
yeah, he's gonna
Trickster.
ultimate, but Playful Trickster gonna pretty much save him as a nice flash away there by Bully. As Lyn probably gonna go down to the turret, and the flash there from Caridian, but the R is going to kill him from TJ.
Pretty well played there. That was really rough to see from the side of Bully.
Yeah, Bully did not look like he put himself in the best situation there, but was able to survive the tower dive with a nice flash. and prove us wrong. As looks like we got a little scrap happening over this Scuttle Crab. This should just go to the side of Team Dark Horse, but yeah, it's just gonna go down. But both TPs burn from both top laners, but just a 1-for-0 for front to back to show for it. As we're just back to Resident Sleeper farming down in the spot lane.
Looks like
But Rift Herald summoned out mid.
Looks
Looks like they're gonna look for something here as Teague throws down that parallel conversion. He's gonna stun up the Rift Herald. Teague taking the bad end of a trade. He's got that R available, but holds it. And looks like Coridian, that's just the damage. He's not in any trouble. Teague with the diamond hands holding that ultimate. That was, whew. Guess he ran the numbers.
Yeah, I guess he did. That's the diamond damage calculator for you.
Yeah, no, that was definitely risky as he's just gonna smite up his wolves back to a reasonable
silvers
amount of
don't care
HP.
about numbers. It's all about feel, you know what I'm saying?
It's all about feel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's it's an LPL player. He's a jungler. He's like regarded as one of the better Lee Sins in China. And you know the Lee Sin Q does like execute damage, right?
Right.
He tried to report it to Riot as a bug because he was like, when I Q EQ, it does more damage than when I QQE. Like this is a bug. And Riot was like, dude, you're an idiot. It's execute damage. You're one of the best Lee Sin players in the world. You don't know that your Q is an execute.
So like,
it was
that just means it doesn't really matter then, is what you're telling me.
Yes, you can be extremely good at this game and still be an idiot. Is basically what I'm telling you.
That's
you don't actually have to know what's going on. Just
well, I mean,
that your abilities look.
You're
cool
a pretty good
damage.
example of that.
That is true. That is true. I will not deny that. As the CS advantage has ballooned a little bit in the bot lane, it looks like it's going to be up to 20 once Abarn kills this wave.
Yeah, and you know, top lane looking relatively even probably in gold here, despite pretty radically different early game, and not a whole lot of difference in the mid lane either, other than tower damage.
Yeah, despite Music getting that solo kill, he's only got around 200 to 300 gold advantage, which is normal for a solo kill, but Bully does have those 2 assists, so he will be catching up in farm relatively
And can we see that mid lane gold real quick?
Yeah, it looks like Lin is up around 500 against Coridian. He's got a nice little...
those tower plates having gone down.
Yeah, despite those tower plates and the early death for Lin. But he's got a nice CS advantage on Fizz of all champions. So he's doing quite well in this lane as he is rushing straight towards that Zhonya's. As it looks like front to back wants this dragon. Yeah, they rotated Bully all the way down here. Doesn't even have that teleport up. I don't know if you needed to move him all the way down here, but it's a 5v4 for front to back. So it looks like they're probably just going to go for a timed steal onto the dragon, but Coridian actually able to pick that up, and Teague's going to chrono break away. Yeah, they're just going for that steal, but Coridian of all people gets it.
Yeah, that's it's gonna be a lot of pressure going into that top tower. Well,
yeah, Music just wailing on that top tower as Bully walked all the way down without teleport to kill that.
That's why I always say the rest of your team doesn't exist until 25 minutes.
Oh, that's a pretty damn good point. As Bully, you know, he was sitting around on a 200, 300 gold lead. He's up to 1100 now after getting that first
Music
tower.
might win this fight too.
I think you just... Oh, and Bully not being able to get that R off. Nice moves by Music being able to sneak away from him there.
Wow, that was incredible. Just getting outside of that cast range. That means the R is still up though, and here it is out on Teague.
Yeah, but Teague doesn't have that chrono break up, but it looks like they're going to be able to survive the death from his. Music is going to walk into TJ, has that flash available, he's going to flash away. Going to charge away as well.
Bully walked away.
Just going to kill him with that collateral damage. Big damage, and he's up to 4-1.
I can't believe Teague didn't try to turn on that. Would he have just died as well?
Yeah, I believe without the chrono break, I don't know if they quite had the damage to kill that Graves. Had that challenging smite available as well.
Well, Bully seemed to say, all right, cool, you got this, TJ. I'm just going to go back to my wave. Just kind of dipped right out of his own ulti and walked away.
Yeah, and boot choice out here by TJ, going for the maximum DPS.
Yeah,
Going for
true.
Berserker Greaves over safer Mercury Treads against basically triple AP. Ornn does a ton of magic damage, right?
Uh-huh.
I mean, be 6% max. He's a
Right,
tank
right.
killer.
Right.
But Ornn's still putting out a ton of magic damage pain. There's Bully and Teague
Yeah,
getting
Teague,
a 1v1 over up
I don't
there.
know how Teague does into that.
Yeah, Teague does fine. He's really not in any danger to dive, as it looks like
And
he had
there
a
goes
nice
down
kill picked up by
Swordmaster.
Coridian onto Swordmaster with that last chain landing.
Ooh,
Oh, and the
big
hook
Q.
landing again by Spirit. Droid probably not in any danger because Abarn does not have
And
that.
here's the
Relentless Pursuit.
teleport.
As the teleport coming down, it looks like it's coming from Music. He's going to throw out that Q. The charge is going to miss. Droid, you're kind of in no man's land there. Is the death charge going to come out from Spirit? Bully TP's in as well. The Shark lands onto him, but barely even breaks that shield.
We got 2 TPs there, and a fight that seems to have gone in the favor of front to back here.
Yeah, a lot of resources used for just another 1-for-1, right?
Yeah,
Sorry,
everybody's
2-for-1.
loving.
Two,
Yeah, two for 1.
0.
We did get the.
2 for 0. Droid went down towards the end there. My mistake. But regardless, a lot of resources burned.
Everybody's loving the bot lane, party in bot lane.
Yeah, no.
What else is new?
Pile on bot lane. As a
I'm
Coridian,
sure Luciv loves to hear that.
3 members of front to back now are up to shutdown value, so gotta be careful with those shutdowns. Can really turn the tides of a game. As a 2k gold lead so far at about the 18-minute mark. As Lynn, we all saw it. You missed cannon.
Oof. He's tilted now. Yeah, see, and he doesn't even know what he wants to do now. He's like, shit, I missed the.
Doesn't
minion.
know
I
if he wants to push
gotta
the
get this
next wave.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's gonna shove that wave. He's looking If Coridian can sniff him out and stop that back, ooh, that's
now
not
he's
great
mega
for Lynn.
tilted, man.
Yep. I can't say I blame his Music. Just trading
this
onto
is
Bully
big
up here in
here.
the top lane.
This is
Yeah,
a big
Music
trade.
definitely wins this trade pretty hard onto Bully, I believe.
He
But
hasn't
he
hit
does
that.
have that full rift maker.
He has
but
not hit that searing charge yet.
Oh, and it
Oh,
looks
here
like
it
here
is.
comes the
Oh,
Mordekaiser
but
Death
he-
Realm, and he just barely takes him down before he can get the Ornn Horn off to smack into
Oh,
Bully.
he
Well
missed,
played by
he
Bully.
mistimed it.
Yeah, he barely
The
missed
pillar went
that W.
down before the searing charge hit it.
Yeah, just a little
man.
unlucky there from Music. Slight misplay. As a nice hook by Swordmaster
hook.
onto Spirit of Fate. Burns that stopwatch. Still has that locket available, so he's not in too much danger. And he's just gonna go back in with that locket and the charge. Oh,
man.
my goodness, he's just gonna take down Droid.
Oh, he's
As
he's
Len is
man
able to
mode.
clean up Bully on the top side. Must have caught him lacking trying to push that turret.
I asked him before the game, I said, Spirit, how hard are you gonna...
Now, you are not kidding, as Coridian just picked up that mid tower, so he's really going to open up the map now. Teague going on to Spirit. It looks like he should have enough damage as the locket was still available. Spirit able to live out. Living up to a statement as Coridian sliding on down. Might look for the kill onto Teague. And no, he is not able to quite find him.
Swordmaster scaring him off there a little bit with that threat of a knock-up.
Nothing too crazy, as Spirit really has played incredibly well so far in this bot lane so far. Able to convert to that first blood. Able to just really get the ball rolling overall.
Yeah, and we've got
As
the
the
first...
fish is going to land onto TJ. That's a big shutdown. We'll see if it goes down to Len, and Teague is able to pick it up. But Teague not having that... Oh, he did have that ultimate available, but did not use it. Doing his best Jensen impression this game, I guess. Allergic to using that ultimate.
I guess so, and that's looking like first Infernal Drag goes to the side of front to back.
Yeah, this first drag, it's not the worst in the world for this, you know. Like, it's not like it's putting you onto soul point. It's just 2-1 in the dragon score. You have 5 minutes to sort out your affairs if you're Team Dark Horse, because you gotta fight over this next one.
Right, and you're just about what was that, 3.5-ish K ahead in terms of gold for the side of front to back here.
Yeah, they've mounted themselves a nice little advantage here. You know, most of that obviously being an A barn. That is 2,000 of the gold lead. There's a 1k gold lead for Coridian over Lin in the mid lane. 1k gold lead for... I'm sorry, TJ in the jungle. And our top laners are actually about even after everything. A little
I'm
200
gonna,
gold lead for Bully, but
yeah,
nothing consequential.
in addition to that ADC gold lead, I've got to draw attention to that 800 gold lead in the support. That's not
Yeah.
really a lane where I think of you getting a big lead this early in the game over your lane opponent unless you can just completely starve them off of their support item.
I mean, yeah, 6 assists already more for Spirit over Swordmaster, so a lot of the gold coming from that, and the local gold from taking down that tower bot lane really aided in Spirit being able to have that locket so early compared to no Mythic yet for Sword. As it looks like we are looking for a Herald up top lane. Music might be in a little bit of trouble as
Looks
he's
like
going
a
to
Herald and a dive.
pulled out, and this Herald will just one-shot the tower. Music going to be in a lot of trouble. Ooh, he's not able to get the charge off because of the Death Realm from Bully. He's going to flash on top of him.
Bully played that very well.
The nice Death's Grasp there for Bully as well. He's really putting in work in this fight so far as Abarn culling the entire front line. Double kill there for Bully with a Q. Abarn playing cleanup crew.
Absolutely
looking for Droid here. Spirit with the flash hook, but it's going to be spell shielded out by Droid. Well played by him. And it looks like Sword's going to go down in an extended triple kill for Reformed Bully. Abarn's going to be able to pick up the final kill. And that's going to be a full clean ace.
Wow. And I've got to shout out Bully on this one. He is stepping up on this Mordekaiser more than I expected to see this game.
Yep, 5, 2, and 5, 400 gold shutdown. He got solo killed early and then took off the training weights. This is going to be just a 22-minute Baron for front to back.
Yeah, and I'm not going to sleep on Spirit either. The man is playing out of his mind.
Yeah, no, Spirit is just pressing the living hell out of me. I don't know how you get back into this game if you're the side of Team Dark Horse. What do you think the avenues are?
You know, it's got to be a pick, right?
Yeah.
And the problem is, like, I don't see much potential for getting a pick unless somebody just really mispositions on the side of front to back.
And I don't know if they really have the damage for set pick, right? With the Locket of the Iron Solar being available for Nautilus, you've got a lot of protection. Right. As it looks like they're just going to flash onto Abarn. It looks like they're looking for that pick, like I just said, and it's going to go down to Lynn. Well played, just immediately proving that they can find it.
He just has to be away from everybody else, I guess.
As that is a Banshee's fail, interestingly enough, for the Mordekaiser. Into the triple AP, it makes a lot of sense. I would have liked to be a Spirit Visage over it. I think it'd be a little bit more effective. But Bully, like we said, innovator, entrepreneur, just building Warlord. As Spirit of Fate might be in a little bit of trouble for going for that pink ward, but just able to walk away. Didn't have that flash available either, so he could have been in some real issues.
Yeah, so it's interesting to me that he builds that Banshee's Veil, especially because I feel like the only thing you're really building it for at this point is the Blitzcrank Q, right? And I feel like if you
Blitzcrank Q, Fizz Ultimate, right? You know, you don't. But I feel like you have a lot of innate protection anyway, because you just.
That's what I'm thinking.
If you get hooked, you just death realm.
That's exactly what I was thinking, because if Blitzcrank hooks you as Blitzcrank, or if Blitzcrank, I'm sorry, hooks you as Mordekaiser, like,
I feel like
my mouth is going to start watering. Like, that, give me your AD carry.
Yeah. Like, I want to be in the middle of my team, middle of your team if I'm Mordekaiser. Like,
that's exactly what I was thinking.
I'm queuing everybody, I'm landing my passive onto everybody. If shit starts going south, I just hop in the Death Realm and grab your support. He's dead.
Teague and Music looking a little overextended, out of position.
Yeah, a little overextended. Caridian being able to distortion might look for them as Droid walking in by himself. He might be in some trouble too. As Lynn looking for the 1v1 here against Bully, I just don't think he has the damage to kill him.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not.
As he's finally going to be able to pick up that Mythic in the Luden's Echo, as this third dragon is going to spawn. And one auto attack from TJ. If it crits, dealing 430 to
Okay, here's that ultimate. I think Bully may be in trouble.
Bully definitely bit off more than he can chew. This is just a question of can you give the shutdown to Lynn? And oh, Music X unfortunately picks it up. Definitely not the most ideal person to pick up that shutdown, but regardless, good to get him off the map and grab numbers advantages. The On the Hunt is popped. Hook goes wide for Swordmaster, so probably not much more is going to go on.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure with that Thornmail completed, I'm not sure if that's really the item you're looking for. into that triple AP right here is Ornn. Like I'm thinking maybe yeah, grab that Bramble Vest. I'd like to see a little bit more magic resist. And I would think, you know, I wouldn't be too worried to let Music side lane if he needs to, but I definitely want that Ornn with the rest of my team.
Oh no, definitely. Especially if you're building like that, you're building to like be able to stand the test of time against the Graves and Lucian, right?
Right.
You're not building for that side lane versus the Mordekaiser. But we'll see. He'll probably look, I'd imagine, he looks for something like an Abyssal Mask here. It's a pretty good, you know, anti-AP item. Gives
Mhm.
your allies bonus damage if you're CCing, and if you're Ornn, you want to be CCing your enemies.
Right,
So,
that is the one thing we can say right in favor of that Thornmail is
yeah, you're
he
CCing your,
you CC everybody. You've just applied grievous wounds to everybody. The rest of your team doesn't even have to worry about it for a while.
which
And
is
we all
pretty
know that
insane.
Ornn has the CC to be able to apply it to all 5
Music, not
enemies in
really
the
in
fight.
any real danger against Caridian, but he does actually have that Void Staff, so he is built to kill tanks, so Music might actually be in some trouble if he doesn't grab some big MR right here. Yeah, and he's gonna opt for that Negatron Cloak and the Ruby Crystal, so probably building towards that Abyssal Mask. As we've kind of
Alright.
set into a lulling game state where it's pretty much team front to back just wants to get the Infernal Soul, right?
Yeah, we see a few resets here, a little bit of waves being pushed out, some farm being collected, maybe a couple backs. I'm interested to see if, yup,
Oh,
here he
but here we go. We got
goes.
a 1v1 down here. Lin
And
is just
Lin
going to get
is
absolutely
just
one-shot by
dead.
Caridian. Yeah, Lin is just dead.
Where
Well played by Caridian.
did that fish go?
Yeah, that fisherman is no longer with us.
Wow.
May he rest in peace, like Team Mantra. As the On a Hunt is popped as they're running away from side of team front to back. Flash burned by Droid as well. As Teague dodging out from the dread line. Nice E. So we
Yeah.
are finally seeing the first ornaments picked up, by the way. Music level 14, so we upgraded
True.
to the... I don't think I know the name. The Eye of Ludin. There for Lin, giving himself some bonus AP, magic pin, mana, and even ability haste. So that will be quite nice. So if this game goes late,
I
Team
think
Dark
we're
Horse
gonna
can stall.
I think we may see a fight in this bot lane here. Bully, if I were Bully, I'd be trying to get Music to push this wave out a little bit and maybe try to secure that 1v1 in the side lane. That opens up a lot of options here for you to either push the tower or secure Baron for a team.
I mean, Bully level 16 to level 15 of Music.
Oh, but we have
I
Lin
just
right
want to go
there.
straight at him. As the Ornhorn is popped, it looks like they're going on to Bully. As he still has that Death Realm available, who is he going to pop it on? It's going to go onto Music. He's getting all those nice stats. He's stalling so much time as his team is able to pick up Baron like I expected. As it looks
He's
like
gonna
he's
get
not
that.
going to...
Oh,
No,
he
he's
flashed
not going
out
to quite be
rather
able to
than
get
in.
Music. But it looks like that Ignite from Lin is going to pick him up. That's a nice little steroid of gold onto Lin, but trade for Baron is not what you want exactly.
Yeah.
Teague kind of in a rough spot up here.
Yeah, do we think Teague pays for his life with his life here? I'm thinking, does he go for this execute?
He's going for the
This is
execute.
not smart into the Baron. He's gonna be
Yeah,
right back. There he
yeah,
is.
I think this is just kind of bizarre by
Oh.
Teague. I think you can just run to into the top quadrant jungle and just kind of waste a lot of time. I don't think executing's the move, especially with death timers like this.
Yeah, that's rough.
I mean,
That
what's
is definitely
300
not what
gold
we're
when you've
looking
got a
for.
7.5k gold lead?
Yeah. True. You know, front to back is definitely exerting some dominance over this game right now.
As the Shiryelda's Grudge also picked up for that Graves, he is just absolutely massive. He's going to one-shot anybody that comes near him. Even Music doesn't want to try to hit that guy. As I say that, the Chum the Waters is going to land as TJ is no more. He is just one-shot by that Fizz. The Swordmaster might be in some trouble. Music looking to chase, but he has that Ornhorn available just now coming up. But the call to peel off it is being made as this Infernal Soul point is coming up, and front to back doesn't have their jungler.
Yeah.
So it looks like, are we going to move into a face check? As a hook onto Spirit of Fate, it looks like he's going to go
And
down.
that's a blind hook.
Popping that Ornhorn. Looks like Lin's able to take him out. Abarn knocked up, and it looks like the parallel convergence onto him. He is not going to be stunned by Teague, able to flash away. Teague gonna pop that
Wow,
chrono
Bully
break.
is doing a
Is he
ton of
going to be
damage
able to get away?
Teague
It
here.
looks like he blundered the dash. No, he is able to dash to the minion though. Is Abarn likely going to just chase him down? As no, he cannot quite get to him. Here comes the
Decides not
TP
to.
back in from Music to re-engage. The Shark's already back up. The flash hook onto Reform Bully. He does not have that death roam. He can
Oh
potentially
wow,
go
that
down.
is not the
He's just
character
too
you want
tanky
to
though.
engage
This
on.
Aborn cleanup crew again. Just taking out Lin.
Bounce House or no, I'm sorry, you're not one-shotting a level 17 Mordekaiser like that. That is not the guy to engage on.
It's just not going to happen. He's got that full Banshees. He has that Spirit Massage as well. He's got
Not to
double
mention his
endurance
shield
policy.
was stacked all the way. He was just going to pop W.
Yeah, and that Infernal Soul point is going to be picked up as he's got the Elder Dragon in 6 minutes, but the game could be over before then.
Yeah, and they're putting pressure onto the mid lane here. Bully wants this tower. I don't think it's going down here. Gonna have to wait for another minion wave. They do have one stacked bot side. I'd like to see somebody try to push that in, get that freestanding tower. A little bit of free gold on the table.
Yeah, no, I will never complain about free gold. Because it looks like they're just going to look to ARAM it, because with this Infernal Soul and Baron, you can't touch them.
So I do want to throw it back real quick, and this is the last time I'm gonna bring it up. That Banshee's Veil on Mordekaiser, definitely enjoying the blitz hook there.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, he was
basically handing you a kill.
He was super sword flash hooking the Mordekaiser. That might be reportable. Not sure. Not entirely sure. But Reform Bully was probably super excited when he saw that. He was like, I am in the middle of everyone as Mordekaiser with full tank items and my passive up. This is awesome. So it looks like
Definitely
he's gonna
worse
be
places to be.
He's moving towards that Zanya's fourth, so he talk about unkillable, huh?
Right, and if he gets himself into a bad situation.
Oh, as it looks like Caridian is just gonna get cheesed out. He's gonna double distortion away. Oh, what a nice swap back. Lin
Absolutely
just spinning around. He doesn't know where he is. Interestingly enough, popping. I think Spirit might have forgotten Playful Trickster's an ability.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
You know that's coming off of cooldown very quickly though. I will say.
Yeah, no, I agree, but
yeah, definitely maybe.
Popping that death charge on the Fizz is definitely a head scratcher if you have not seen him play with Trickster. Literally 2 seconds.
Yeah, definitely.
But no.
Caridian back, full health, full strength, ready to do something on the map.
He played so well in the early game. I think he sees it as like now when, you know, he got his team in Infernal Soul, he got Aborn a big lead. Now I can like plant the seed of I should be able to play Bard because I'm better at him now. You know, like my Nautilus isn't that good. See, I troll too. It looks like TJ is going to find Music. He's got a lot of armor pins, so Music X isn't going to die anytime soon. But if those extended trades happen, TJ will just shoot him down with a shotgun. As Bully might be sniffing some danger, but it looks like, yeah, he is going to be in a little bit of trouble. Has that Banshee's Veil available though, so he's really not in too much issue. Yeah, he's not in trouble. He's got a stopwatch too.
We do have a TP advantage on the side of front to back here.
Yeah, they're probably going to look for that third Baron and just, you know,
run it down.
Yep.
Yep, and Music is going to match. He doesn't have that teleport up for. Oh man, I don't know how long that cooldown is we're looking at right now.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be probably about 45 seconds, 30 seconds.
About 20 seconds left actually.
20 seconds. Okay.
So it looks like by the time Baron is up, the TP will be available.
As it looks like the depth charge is going to go into Teague, but he's going to hop back with the Chrono Shift, one-shot TJ again. Caridian going to double distortion, but his zone used away by Lin. But that does not matter. His Spirit's going to kill him with that last auto.
Okay, so both junglers going down, but also Lin dropping. How do you feel about that?
I mean, it's what you want.
That's gotta be.
You want gold as if you're Team Dark Horse, but you're losing Baron. I mean, you're losing Baron regardless, so I guess if you're killing TJ, but really, you'd want to get that shutdown on the Caridian or Aborn. Because that's the gold you really need right now.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that they need to make the call there to just let Bully push that wave if he's going to push the wave and try to 5-man rush towards that Baron.
Yeah, I gotta agree. His Music up to level 17, so he's given all of his team ornaments now, so they're all feeling the enhanced upgrades of those of that champion.
Yep, and aside from mid lane, you know, they've got towers standing strong there in front of the inhibs, and in the bot lane they've got that T2 as well.
Yeah,
Maybe, you know, a little bit of time, especially with a mid wave now perma pushing into them, allowing somebody at all times to just be kind of farming it up. Maybe Teague there, who's sitting at level 15. Oof. Um,
I mean,
but
if you're Team Dark Horse, honestly, with 3 Barons being taken and you've lost 1 mid inhib, I think you're freaking ecstatic, right?
yeah, I mean, you're turtling out just about as good as
As
you can
well as
be
you could,
expected
yeah.
to, right? But the problem is here, we're now looking at a minute, right, until this Elder comes up, and you're looking at a almost 11K, a little bit over 11, almost 11K gold lead.
Yeah, but if
Four
there's anything that can
dragons.
negate a gold lead, it's an
It's a
Elder
burger
burger
flip.
flip. It's a
That's
burger
for
flip.
sure.
Yeah, so I mean, this could be just what they need, but it looks like
And
I
you know, there's no
hope.
guaranteed smite here because no level difference in smite anymore.
Yeah, no, and with that a Graves auto smite does do like
Wow.
crap. Oh, it's
Holy
Caridian
crap.
taking
Where
it
did he
into his
go?
own hand, one-shotting Droid through the spell shield, saying no burger flips in my house. We're just gonna end this game the old-fashioned way.
And you know, Teague pushing the wave out to mid lane, coming back now to support. We do have the 4v5.
Yeah, it looks like they don't even want
There's
to
the
do the
parallel
Elder Flip.
convergence, but
But 30 seconds until Droid, if Team Dark Horse is able to stall this out, as we do have a fight, looks like the Shark is going to land on the Spirit. Not the most ideal target, but it's going to chuck him out to about 2/4. Looks like Lin's going to go down. He's in way too deep. He's got a sliver of health, but he's going to have that Playful Trickster up, but he's just going to go down in the end.
it looks like Lin was a little bit late with the playful trickster there, trying to cancel the Mordekaiser ulti and ends up way too far forward.
Yeah, it's going to cost him big, as it looks like this game one, barring a miracle, is going to go to Team Front to Back. As it looks like they're looking for this tower. Yeah, I mean, they have Baron. TJ just trying to 1v9, but he's going to get one shot there by Teague, but the game is over regardless. A-Barn getting that last hit on the Netflix, on the Nexus, as game one is going to go to Team Front to Back.
Yeah, what do initial thoughts there following that game? What do we how do you feel about that?
I mean, I thought the draft was good from Team Dark Horse. I feel like it just execution was a bit of an issue. I thought they made some good plays early, but I feel like they may have just blundered some of the fights.
Yeah. You know, I don't really hate either team comp.
No.
So it's definitely I will say TJ doing a lot better on that Graves than I think either of us were expecting. And Bully, you know, bit of a standout performance.
Yeah, no, definitely. But for me, really, the standout performance was Spirit, right? I mean, he generated every advantage he could early.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
might have made a few mistakes, just in terms of he might have casted his ultimate onto Fizz with his E up. That might have been a little bit
Right.
troll, but
Right.
you know, I thought the comps overall were fine. Do you think we're gonna see any change in bans for this next game?
Um, you know, ban wise, no, I don't think so. We've got I don't think any of the champions that were pulled out there were ban worthy, except maybe, I guess, shout out to Caridian with the Deathless game, 606, putting out, you know, a decent amount of damage, not by any means, you know, throwing up crazy numbers, but in the late game when they needed him to, he just popped people.
Yeah, broke some ankles, picked up some big kills he picked up that kill on Droid that basically secured the end of the game. I mean, really was a Swiss Army night for his team this game.
Yeah, the Mordekaiser though, I've gotta hand it to him if I'm giving somebody MVP for that game. I think it might have to go to Bully. Spirit, I could
Gotcha.
make an argument for Spirit. And I mean, I guess Abarn did all right,
No,
but
he sucked. But that'll do it for game one. We'll see if Team Dark Horse can even this series out to 1 game apiece, or if Front to Back can clean it up and take a clean 2-0. We'll be back in about 5 minutes.
all right.
As we are back, welcome back, Mr. Tokimon Panda. We are getting underway, getting geared up for game two. You think Team Dark Horse is going to take it, or you think they're going to get their arses swept?
You know, I'm just gonna have to throw it in favor of Team Dark Horse. I'm always about the 3 game series, man. Give me some scrapes. Like
Yeah,
give me
dude.
another game. Give me more
Give
content.
give me free league. Give me free league. That's what I want. I mean, we'll see. I think Team Dark Horse can pull it off, and I don't know. They're capable. They're a great team. They showed some flashes last game, but we'll see if they can even the series up and give us some free league to watch.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. There was also, I mean, I don't know, man. I've been hyped up for this matchup all day. Like I got home from class and all I saw was TCL content coming through my Discord feed.
Dude,
I have some actually excerpted if maybe we share some later. I don't know.
there was some
But
there hot TCL content all day today.
yeah, so like 3 games, absolutely. I'm in for it. Give me as much time in game as possible. I particularly Bully and TJ, like I know they were fired up to play today. So this is good content as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, no, it should be awesome. But in terms of actual gameplay, teams will be switching sides for this game too. So it'll be team front to back on the blue side and Team Dark Horse on the red side. So pick and ban will be shifted a little bit. We'll see who gets that counter pick. We'll see if it's given to music again in the top lane. If they're gonna opt for that Orn, or if they're gonna switch it up a little.
Yeah, that's a good point. I do like to see, I mean, of course I'm a top laner. I want to see the counter pick in the top lane.
Yeah,
But
no, I
on the other hand, I'm also the top laner, so like I don't want to see a counter pick in the top lane because you hate to see it.
okay. Now that Team Front to Back has the game 1 game lead, spicy pick in the top maybe.
Yeah, I mean, true, true. We are definitely looking for it. Unfortunately, I was uh I was looking for the spicy pick to be coming from Mr. Music himself,
Hmm.
but um
Your emperor
I
shall
don't know, maybe
return.
maybe it's the opposite factor. Maybe with the game behind they're like we need something to put the spark into it, and I think that maybe
We
it
need
would
something
be
hot.
Music's Jace. I think it's Music's Jace, honestly. I want to see it.
Music's Jace would be quite hot, as we're seeing pretty similar bans to last game, as the Cassidy and Viego, two of a shared ban pool from last game, and the Azir also taken away from Caridian, kind of respecting that.
Yeah, the Azir coming up first instead of last this time. I don't know how relevant that is. I know our team sometimes decides the order that we ban is relevant, sometimes not, but
Yeah, I'm
that's
not really
all
sure. And
way over my head.
yeah, as the Echo, actually a new ban for the side of Team Front to Back. They're taking away Teague's Echo. They thought it was a big impact pick. Don't want him on that again.
I recommend
Yeah,
skipping this.
and if you were asking me, early in the game, I would agree that thing was all over the place, but
Oh yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. Results based analysis, I guess. I don't think it ended up being that big of a factor in the game, but I respect the okay, and we are
yeah. This is a classic. So Teague just dodged because he had his Echo banned.
okay.
That's a pretty respectable move.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
I
No, and that that
what else would
happens.
I expect?
I have done a similar issue where I've thought I've been in a ranked game and my champion was banned, so I did dodge. I was flamed for it, but I
Oh,
said,
did
"Oops,
you?
my bad." So,
All right.
but yeah, it was
Now,
all good and dandy.
I guess we stay tuned here for a minute, see if we get a competitive ruling.
Hmm. But
And we are right back into
as we're gonna see,
content.
we're gonna see all the same pick and bans. Did you enjoy all the spicy
Shall
TCL
return.
content today?
Oh, that's what I was saying. I've got this project that I'm supposed to be working on for school, and I got nothing done today. I
No,
was I
dude,
was
it
just
was.
I was on the hype train all day long. It was like never ending.
Dude, I mean, it was hard not to watch. Like it was hilarious.
Absolutely.
I had to dip my feet in a little bit. because it was too much fun.
Just
not
test
to,
the
you know?
water. Just test
Yeah,
the water a little
just
bit.
gotta test the water a little bit. See what's going on. So we've got the Varus hovered away. This was last time. Holy teasing us with that Bard. If we see Spirit Bard, I will be quite
Okay,
hyped.
that is something that I think we can potentially see with that. Oh, I mean,
We
I'm
might
not
see
gonna
it
say I
later. We might
dislike
see it later.
Nautilus.
We might see
True,
it later.
true.
I'd actually like to
There's-
see Sword switch to the Leona over the Blitzcrank this game.
I agree.
I think he's a little bit better of a Leona. I thought the Blitzcrank didn't quite have the impact it wanted to. Kind of got Sword killed early because maybe a little overambitious after landing that first hook. But regardless, we'll see if anything changes. As a Senna being picked up, might see a fasting lane down bot. Maybe expect a set or a Wukong, something of that nature.
Ooh, I would like to actually see a Wukong. I'd consider that
Wukong would be dope.
fairly spicy
I'd
for these top laners.
be pretty hyped for a Wukong. I mean, it would be fasting, so it would be bot.
Oh yeah. I'm
It's
sorry.
the Cho'Gath. Grab your
Okay.
grab your eye covers. This is gonna be
This
a resident
is-
sleeper top lane.
This is it, bully. Give me the Darius or something. Give me something
Actually,
aggressive. Give me a Darius.
I believe this Cho'Gath is actually a flex. This might be the starving lane. As there we go, we get the Mordekaiser.
Okay, I like the Mord into potentially the Cho'Gath, but starving Senna with a Cho'Gath. I don't.
I've seen it a decent amount of times. As
Yeah.
something to note, the blue side
There. Oh,
is the Mundo. It is starving
oh
Cho'Gath.
no.
We get Mundo into Mordekaiser
Oh
time.
no.
As
Oh, he's
Yeah.
been played.
he has been bamboozled. I kind of expected that Cho'Gath to be starving once I saw it locked in immediately after.
This is our game 3. I'm definitely giving this to Dark Horse here.
Really?
I'm already.
Just
I
because of
already
the
like the
Mundo?
draft. Yeah, absolutely. The
Wow.
Mundo into the Mordekaiser. Dude, I don't know. I've got faith in music here, and Bully's not gonna be having a good time.
Interesting. Very interesting. As we got the LeBlanc and Fizz taken away respectively, we'll see if they take away another one of Caridian's champions. I'd imagine something like the Silas, as the Trundle is actually banned away from TDJ So Beast. I actually like that ban a lot. With the Dr. Mundo and the Cho'Gath, he's gonna be looking to pick on one of those guys, and it
Yeah,
really
for
just gives
sure.
your just gives music more just more options in terms of build path and just what he can do.
Now, if I were
As
to
the
ask
Kiana.
your personal opinion on Trundle, what would you be saying?
I've made my thoughts quite clear about how I feel about Trundle as a champion. I think he's only good into Aftershock and Sejuani, but my opinion is irrelevant because people continue to pick him for some reason.
Ooh,
Olaf.
I'm loving
there
this
for
team
Teague.
comp.
This
Some
is
big
wow.
beefy
Talk about
boys.
face roll, huh?
Oh my god. Then dude, and Senna sits there like a mile away, bapping everybody while these three. Although, oh my god. Are we gonna
Get
see
your,
a Yee in TCL?
Get your smorks
Get your
out, chat.
Yeezys.
Get your SMorks out, chat. As we do not. We just have the Kindred. As lastly, we have, it looks like, will we see the Cassiopeia or will we see the Silas out from Caridian? I think there's a lot of good ultimates available with the Cho'Gath and the Dr. Mundo. I think Silas is much better here, as the Ziggs is picked up regardless. As we will see what Lin has in his bag of tricks as a counter pick to try and force this game too.
I mean, obviously we're looking for like a fairly large AP threat here, right?
I mean, you've
Do
got
we
decent
see-
AP threat with the side of Mundo, and I'm assuming that Swordmaster Cho'Gath will give AP as the
I
Twisted
love that.
Fate.
I love that. I have no idea. I mean, I'm assuming he plays it. Lynn's pretty good. I'm assuming he plays most champions mid lane, right? But I love Twisted Fate, especially with this team comp. I love the amount of pressure that they're going to be able to put out globally here, and I like their potential for late game split.
Yeah, you got that Dawning Shadow. You got you got the Destiny for Twisted Fate. You can just slide into whatever lane you want and just 3-man it with just those ultimates alone. I really love their comp. I think it's a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I
this should be a good time, and we do have a front to back comp from front to back surprise to everybody.
Yeah, I think people are truly shocked and cannot believe that it's happened again. But I do like the Kindred pick in response to the whole like Smork comp that Team Dark Horse has built, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's definitely. I don't know. I don't think we're gonna see a whole lot here, like outside of what we expect from what we see at the surface with these comps. Like I think they're both pretty straightforward in how they're gonna be approaching this game.
Yeah, no, I would agree. I don't know. I mean, if you're if you're Team Dark Horse, you're looking to get that Olaf power farming and just level 6 pressure R's and kill somebody.
Yeah, and I mean Lin on TF is gonna be looking to abuse his ultimate and get some picks pressure on some people who are caught out of position. I think I don't know. I think Olaf should probably be visiting top lane here. We've got two champions that basically negate a significant portion of Mordekaiser's kit. It shouldn't be too hard for them to just
Yep.
kind of like run him down, pull out his summoners, and then just visit that lane on like I don't know, minute and a half timer and just
Yeah.
basically remove him from existing in this game.
Yeah, and hopefully we'll see Teague pick that ghost as well. I think that would be a lot better than the flash here because you really need to get on top of these carries and stick onto them, right?
Right.
Like you can't afford to have these guys just get away with just smacking you across the face and just running away. Like you got to stick on these. You got to
Mhm.
punch these guys in the mouth. But
Right. I do expect big things from Curidian here on Ziggs. This is a fairly safe champion. Got that long range, high damage, and he's definitely competent on Ziggs. We've seen big performances from him in the past on this champion. I expect to see more out of him tonight. We've had one
yeah, no.
deathless game already. I'm thinking he's got the potential to maybe be the factor in determining a quick 2-0 to the series. Although I am going to stand by what I said. I think, for what it's worth, the Silver is predicting Team Dark Horse with the win here to bring it to 1-1 on the series.
Fair play. Fair play. But as we all know, I personally don't expect David to go deathless this game, just from personal experience.
Yeah, probably
No,
not a deathless game. No, but
you know
I'm
he
I'm
he has
I'm
his
looking for a
games.
carry. I'm
He
looking for a
has his
carry though.
games, but sometimes, oh yeah, no, he'll definitely be putting out that consistent DPS. It'll be exciting. As something I actually didn't notice until now, essentially, if you count the Echo as a flex and the Viego, 5 bans dumped into his pool.
Oh wow, you're right. I mean, it's not, I suppose, a shock per se. Lin is far and away, the best player on his team, and he's a huge threat into every game. But, it never feels, I mean, it feels good, I guess, to draw 5 bans, but it feels bad to be 5 champs back in your pool, right?
Yeah, no, I mean it kind of sucks sometimes. It pushes your back against the wall, and maybe you can get him with a pocket pick people really haven't seen you on. So it could play to his advantage, but we could see some discomfort on this Twisted Fate if he doesn't really, have a super strong grasp for, its
All
damage
right.
numbers and stuff.
Okay, so we are loaded into game here,
Looks like we
and we got an insta pause.
looks like we got a little bit of a pause. David
I
has to go. Coridian, excuse me, has to cook a 4-course meal, so we will be back in a few hours, I
Yeah, we don't
believe.
want to we don't want to burn the pasta.
Yeah,
Um,
got a pot roast
Taking
going.
some notes from our game last night, and here we go. We're back into it.
Yep, and it
I'm
looks
getting my
like
water
we
here.
might have a little cheese underway with the pings onto that bot lane. As if we could get a zoom in onto music, that is just the swaggiest skin in the game right now. Look at that car.
You know,
Look at that Ferrari.
there may or may not be a particular copy pasta posted into TCL Discord at some point regarding that specific skin from
Oh,
somebody who happens to know a lot about top lane and is
we'll
very
see
good
if
at the
Abarn
game.
does spot this out. Looks like no pings. Abarn might be in a little bit of trouble. It looks like he didn't spot him. Is the flash?
Wow,
Oh,
zero hesitation, really.
yeah, but he wasn't in range for that gold card, and Abarn just is gonna E away. Oh, if that cleaver would have landed from music, it surely would have netted them a kill.
I think I don't know. I do not want to be throwing my homie here under the bus. It did look like maybe there was a little peak of vision onto music there. I
Ah,
don't want to commit to that. These silver eyes see a lot of things that don't happen the way that they seem to, but unfortunate for sure. You know, a flash going down early for Lin here, that's fairly big. You know, TF is a immobile champion. He does have that point and click CC, but I would hope to see some pressure from TJ coming out early on in that mid lane, trying to make something happen here.
and I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I am going to confirm that yes, there was a sliver of music spotted out on that level 1. He barely was in a pocket of vision that Abarn saw, so that's how Abarn had the whereabouts to know. You know,
Okay,
there's some,
fortunately,
there's some tomfoolery afoot.
fortunately, he did know to dance with
What was a
Mundo,
nice
so-
dredge line landed by Spirit. Sword gonna take a decent chunk of his health, but he does have that Shogath passive. So
His man's not missing cues.
you stay
I mean,
pretty
he's
healthy
missing
in this
cues,
lane for the
but-
most part. Is Bully and Music gonna get into some trading? But Teague looking for an early gank onto Bully. Oh, another Bonesaw misses. And Bully not
Oh,
gonna
man.
flash away. Might
You
be
know,
in some
that's
real
the-
trouble. Teague didn't pick up that axe though, so he can't throw it again.
You know, that unfortunately, I hate to say it, but that Q makes a big difference in that fight, especially because that Mundo Q does more damage when you have more health. That early Q pays off really big later on in that gank.
Yeah, no, is TJ trying to snuff out Teague, but I just don't think he's going to be able to find him. I just don't think he quite understood his pathing. I think he might have thought he went from red to Crux.
Yeah.
He went red Raptor
Oh,
stop.
he's active here. He's moving his way up, and Teague's not looking at very much mana at the moment.
This isn't a fight you exactly want to take as TJ if this goes long. Teague really not in any trouble here.
Yeah,
He's just going to
definitely
be able
not.
to reset. Not going to lose any of his camps on his bot side either. Might get double scuttled here. We'll have to keep an eye on that and see if his pathing is good.
You know, if he heads straight down to that scuttle, he should probably be able to secure it.
Yeah, I'm not-
Especially if TJ's heading back to his blue.
Yeah, I don't think TJ really cares about that scuttle because he gets his first mark of the game off that one.
Oh, very good point. We got to be tracking that kindred stacks here. We are at 1 so far. We'll keep you guys updated as we move along here. That is always one of my favorite mini games to keep track of in these TCL games.
Yeah, obviously that big breakpoint being at the 4-stack mark where you gain 75 bonus range. That's a huge deal. 75 range is so much. Doesn't feel like
Alright.
a lot, but anybody who played like Release Kaisa,
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
for sure.
It's Teague getting his hand in some counter jungling early here. Gonna be able to steal away this Wraith camp from TJ.
Yeah, you know, health bar is moving quite a bit in the top lane up and down here. Looking like they're liking these trades quite a bit.
But it looks like TJ is making his way up
And we've
there.
got a gank up there.
Gonna have to
Music's
flash
passive
early.
is down.
Good flash early, but it looks like he is gonna finally go
Oh,
down to
man.
TJ. Maybe if he would have landed that Bonesaw, TJ would have gone down as well. But flash for flash burn, but that's first blood over to TJ.
You know, I keep forgetting that they're bone saws now, not infected
Not cleavers. Yeah, I think they're still cleavers.
Yeah, I think this is gonna be the only time I address it. I'm calling them cleavers. They're cleavers. Or I guess briefcases for corporate Mundo, because
True.
respect, the man is a
We can
businessman.
call the brief. Calling it the briefcase is much better.
Call him the briefcase. Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah.
Laptop bag maybe. Oh, and another big
Another
cube
dread
coming out
block.
of Spirit.
They just can't miss
Oh
if they
my
try.
God.
Good rupture landing onto Abarn. He's going to be slowed out. Droid going to be able to grab a couple stacks off him, popping that glacial augment. Really getting the
Yeah.
better end of that trade despite the dredge line landing.
Yeah, Droid definitely doing pretty well there to try to make up for that hook being eaten by. Oh no, not
And just
again.
another hook lands. But the center root is going to come out, the heal and the ignite traded respectively. Abarn kind of getting traded a little bit on that, onto a little bit by Droid, as Droid is up to 17 stacks. He's about to hit that first breakpoint for Senna.
Yeah, and you know, Droid's doing a pretty good job of abusing that range advantage he has on the Lucian. But I want to talk about Spirit of Fate. I'm not sure about the first hook of those two that we just saw. That second one was beautiful. He waited for Sword to step up to throw his Q, knowing that...
weaved it through the minions as TJ looking for an ambitious counter jungle, brother. You might be in some trouble, as the gold card is going to land, and Teague's going to be able to pick up a kill on a pricely invade on TJ. This will
That's a
surely
big
be the
roam from
Inferno
Lin.
Dragon
Here's
too.
another kill.
As
Oh!
Lin is going to come in. He doesn't have mana for that gold card though. He's going to flash away. Here comes the Mega Inferno Bomb, but it's not going
Absolutely
to kill. Sword
huge.
might be in a little bit of danger if Spirit Flash hooks. He just barely has enough mana. Good flash response by Sword though.
Wow, that was beautifully played by Spirit.
Oh, they're not going to... Caridian, are you going to figure it out? Oh my god, he doesn't.
Where is he?
Oh, Caridian might be in some trouble here. Oh, the root is going to miss there by Droid, as a little bit of a BM recall there by Teague. Teague very fortunate Caridian didn't figure that out.
Wow.
As
A game of inches,
questionable.
truly.
questionable flash there by Teague. I didn't think he was in too much danger.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one either.
But regardless, picked up that early Inferno Dragon.
Yeah, again, I'm calling out my boy Spirit here for hitting that Q. He's waiting for Sword to step up and throw his own Q, that Rupture, knowing that Cho'Gath is rooted temporarily while that's going through, and that is literally a free hook for Nautilus every time.
Yep. And a little bit of an oversight there by Lin. Maybe showing he's not super comfortable in that Twisted Fate. Destiny porting in, but not having enough mana for a gold card.
Yeah, and
Not even having a gold card prepped.
Yeah, and again, Spirit hitting a beautiful hook. Like, I don't know if there were any frames for him to like be any bearer on that timing coming out of the ultimate.
Music cannon? Oh, please.
We have a manaless or nearly manaless Ziggs, I think, in mid lane.
Yeah, he's looking quite That Herald is spawning pretty soon. But I
Oh, a
don't think
hook
there's any
must have
real
been
threat.
landed in the bot lane as we've got another fight.
Another hook lands, but I believe Senna has finally reached that breakpoint, as it looks like Music X is in the DMs, but Teague is here to just pick up Reform Bully when he comes out. This is not exactly where you want to be, as Spirit of Fate on the meanwhile trades
And
one back bot.
We've got some health
Droid.
being
It looks like Sword's going to go
lost.
down as well. Another Dredge Line lands. That's a 2v2 double kill for the Decided Team.
Did everybody see that canceled auto attack?
I did.
Spirit gave the kill to Abarn. That is possibly the single most out of character thing we have seen all series.
He's reformed. And it looks
He's
like Kindred
truly
is also gonna,
decided to just win this game.
Kindred's also picking up a mark onto that Gromp right now. That will be its third mark of the game. So we are just one away from that massive breakpoint on the passive. Looks like Teague is going to be moving onto this Rift Herald. Surely going to pick it up. Be interesting to see where he puts it. I'd like to see him just keep pressuring this top lane against Bully. He doesn't have that Death Realm. Just go stick it to the man up there. As he's going to be able to last hit the eye. Can you last hit the eye? You can't last hit the eye? Okay, you last hit the eye. Perfect.
Music is looking pretty low on HP.
But it looks like Bully is going to see him. Oh, but here comes the 3-man. Bully's going to flash away. Might be in some trouble up here in the top lane.
Considering the oh.
Yeah, it's just not enough follow-up. Teague wasn't quite in position. Yeah, just
a little bit thirsty with that R trigger a little bit there.
And not really all on the same page for Team Dark Horse.
And they split out before that return gank makes its way in.
Yeah, and if you're not getting kills early on this Twisted Fate, every time you cast R, it feels so bad.
Yeah, truly.
Like, it is just, oh man, this sucks. But interestingly enough, a Kindle Gem for Lin over the AP items. And it looks like they're going to get on the Scuttle Shrine. Spirit is going to get stunned up by that gold card. Root is going to land. This is a 3v2 in favor of them, but they're still losing out to
Sword
Abarn.
is
He's
out
going
of
to be
mana.
exhausted. Wild card's not going to land onto Abarn. Abarn's going to kill Droid. There's just no damage. The briefcase is going to land onto Abarn. Flash onto by
This
Music.
is a kill.
Is the final
There
gold
we
card going
go.
to connect? No, but Music just smacks him to death with that final cleaver. He is done with that business.
Music is decided to man mode for the rest of the game. Jacket's coming off.
Yep, the corporate jacket is
Unfortunate.
coming off.
Sword ran there in that fight. I think he had more cooldowns to offer to the fight.
Yeah, he also didn't have that feast available either, so really not a lot of damage if you don't have that up.
Yeah, good point. And I think for the, as a matter of fact, for that feast, we're looking at the one stack he has is on a minion.
Yes.
So
He is
I'll
up
be
to 1
I'll be
stacks.
keeping track of that for the game as well.
Yeah, quite a lot of stacking. Keep an eye on this game. We got
Yeah,
the
good
Kindred,
point.
the Cho'Gath, got a little bit of everything going on this game. As the Senna only up to about 30 stacks, so still waiting on that second breakpoint to hop on up to 40 range instead of 20 bonus range. As the TF passive has given him just a kill's worth of gold so far, so he's doing pretty good in that department. It looks like a kill was on the Spirit of Fate there, and Abarn, yeah, I don't know about if you want to be there. He's just going to go straight down. As interestingly, the Dragon was started off by TJ, and you can't really do this when your entire bot lane is dead.
Right.
Is he going to look for the steal against Teague? And Teague miss-smites it, and TJ is going to steal the Dragon, but he's going to get gold card and stunned up. He does not get that
Q's
R
gonna
off
go
because
down.
of the silence. Oh, and a
man.
critically missed smite there by Teague is going to cost them the early 2-Dragon advantage.
And I'm gonna have to. Did we see why the Cho'Gath was not able to ult the dragon?
Yeah, I'm going to have to jump back on that and let you know.
Okay. That is, I mean, been there, done that. I think was it 2 weeks ago? Missed a crucial Baron ultimate.
It's more common than you think. It is more common than you think. As yeah, I'm looking back on the replay right now. It looks like they're onto this Ocean Drake.
He just didn't.
Oh, and
ult.
it was a late Cho'Gath R, and it just they just weren't on the same page between Teague and Sword. One of them should have been able to pick it up, but in the end, neither of them picked it up.
All right, we got some briefcases landing in the top lane. What else is new?
Yep, music smacking him around like a businessman does too. I'm not gonna finish that thought actually.
Yeah, this is a family-friendly stream, I believe.
This is a family. No Mad Men references, unfortunately.
True.
But yeah, he just keeps doing business with Bully up there. Bully kind of getting screwed on these deals, but yeah, plates just being picked up.
Not
one by
exactly
one
the
by
worst
Music.
deal in the history of deals, but up
No,
there.
not the worst trade deal, but cleaver to the face, minus 300 health, and nothing bad happens to you. A sword, just gonna get one shot here. Here comes the Mega Inferno Bomb for the last hit. Not gonna quite get there in time as Abarn's gonna be able to pick up a double kill.
If TJ gets silenced, says I don't care, I'm an auto attack champion. What else?
Yep, true. As it looks like we do have music in the death realm here.
Mundo,
think
you gotta
he
be
still
fighting,
wins
bro.
this.
You win this. Oh man.
Yeah, I
That's,
think music does still win that, but it's gonna get that passive back up. The jacket's back on. Back to business.
yeah, dude. Rage over.
But this the bot lane again for Team Front to Back, it is not going in favor of Team Dark Horse. It's always cool when your Olaf gets to pick up a wave like this, but the bot lane being 1-5 right now is not the optimal start. Looks like Lin is going to mosey his way on down bot. He has that Destiny available. Is he going to look for Abarn and Spirit? He will not.
Fully
Looks
gonna
like-
push a wave in.
Yeah, looks like nothing too crazy going on right now. So Abarn's just gonna pick up those minions. Len kind of getting poked out by the Leandries Ziggs rather than a Ludens.
Yeah, and we're looking
kill
at
that kill that triple front line for Team Dark Horse.
We're looking at 4 stacks here from the Kindred at our first marker. Cho'Gath's ult is up here. I would like to see him just stack a minion.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be killing anybody anytime soon.
Yeah, I'd like to see him start putting that cooldown to work. But looks like they're just going to be trying to get some plates, maybe finish off an early
Looks
tower
like it's going to
here.
be first turret here for Music if he just hits this tower.
Either top or
it's one
bot
shot.
lane.
Just go smack it. Yeah,
There
there
it
it
is.
is. And he's going to be able to take it down.
I think he
Coridian
wins this
is-
fight too.
Coridian
He
is
has
moving up
ultimate
here.
taking.
He's going to flash up here. Oh, Teague, blast going the other way.
Oh no, you're
Just
in there,
more
Music. Get in there.
miscommunications for Team Dark Horse.
Yeah.
As another blunder Twisted Fate ultimate. 0 for 3 in terms of converting kills.
Yeah, I think maybe a lack of coordination, and I can't speak to how often he plays the champion, but as far as I know, this is
and a
not something
flash
that they've
hook
been
there onto
practicing.
Droid by Spirit. I don't think they're going to be able to convert a kill off this, though, but a nice play nonetheless. The TP behind, Abarn's going to be stunned up. Everfrost chained, and the Dawning Shadow is going to
There
kill
it is.
Abarn there. A nice shutdown there for Droid. As TJ, you are really deep there, brother. And it looks like he's going to pop that Lamb's Respite, but it's not going to matter. You're already dead. I think you just want to save that cooldown, as Len's going to be able to pick up the second kill.
Yeah, definitely finding himself in a little deep there. A very good heads up play from Lin, making the TP down, making that play happen.
Yeah, that was a great TP behind, finally shutting down that front-to-back bot lane and getting some gold back in his team's pockets. As Teague might be running down Coridian here. Nice satchel charge over the wall, but he still might be in some trouble, as he doesn't flash, and Teague's just going to be able to run him down with that
Jeez.
Ragnarok.
Yeah,
Damn.
an angry Viking is running at you. You're a 2-foot-tall Yordle. What do you do?
And Dragon being in 10 seconds. Front-to-back does not exactly have the facilities to contest this Dragon. Just got to pray for another steal. Can't really do anything. So we see that Cho'Gath Feast is coming back up. We'll see if they can do it this time. I have faith in them. Second time's the charm, right?
True.
As the Dragon is
Music's
getting down
a
to
big
about
front line
3K.
here.
It looks
There's
like
that ulti
Music's
coming out.
just stalling. But it looks like Team Dark Horse can't decide what to do, and Ziggs is back alive. He's
Cho'Gath,
TPing
you have
back
an
into the
ulti,
fight.
bro.
Cho'Gath, you have your ultimate. The call is to finish Dragon as the Destiny is popped. Lin porting behind them. Looks like he's just going to look to poke with these wild cards as the Dragon's just going to be slain by TJ.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, it just looked like everyone's head was in a different place there for Team Dark Horse. They didn't know what they wanted. I think you just want to finish that Dragon.
Yeah, you know, I think I see a smite and a Cho'Gath ulti up. I see a dragon at about 2,000 HP. I don't know.
Just finish the Dragon. You've got Olaf Reckless swing on top of it. You roughly have a 2K damage secure. If you really want to, split hairs here on terms of like how much damage they have to secure this objective.
The only thing I can think of is that Sword thought that Teague was going to be smiting it, and thus he was holding his ulti for the fight. But regardless, we are now looking at a 1 dragon deficit. It's only 2-1. Maybe they just decide that fight's looking a little bit hairy. They'd rather just back it out.
Yeah, with just the raw stats you get from like those individual mountain dragons, you've got a triple frontline comp.
Absolutely.
You actually do enjoy those stats. Like, if you lose one member for a dragon like that, it is worth. You don't care. You sacrifice your life for the cause. As Len, he's going to have that Destiny available soon. Not quite yet, as Ragnarok is propped going on to TJ. Doesn't quite have that Lamb's Respite available, so he is in a kill window. Mega Inferno Bomb is going to hit, but not the second bouncing bomb. Teague just running low on health. Looks like he's kind of BMing a little under the tower. He's going to get killed by those, that last bouncing bomb. As Coridian just barely alive. Death Realm by Bully to save his life, actually. Music just kind of waddling around in there. Really
Auto
in a
attack
tough
Music.
spot.
You've got
And
grass,
it looks like
bro.
he is going to die to Abarn at the end. Spirit was able to actually steal that shutdown that Lin had on top of him. And it looks like in the end it's going to be, I think, a 3-for-1. I'm not sure you can defend this tower if you are Team Dark Horse. I think you just have to give this up. The hook is going to land on the Swordmaster. As what was around a 600 gold lead for Team Dark Horse has now become a 1K deficit, roughly. Well,
Yeah, this has been
500 gold
a
deficit.
a bit quick of a reversal of fates here,
Yeah, very big back and
following
forth.
that dragon.
by these
I
two
have to
teams.
assume miscommunication.
Yeah, and the pause is coming out. Maybe maybe some kind of bug of some sort. I'm not quite sure what the reason for the pause is.
I believe there was a call of 800 ping for one of the players. So there's an attempted fix at internet coming up.
Well, I believe I can't really tell the difference whether Bully is on 800 ping or not. So we'll see how long they really take to figure this out. That it's not that big of an issue.
You know, I don't think this is the worst thing either for Team Dark Horse here. I think they could definitely maybe use a minute, kind
Yeah,
of
just
reset that mental, get themselves together, and figure out where they want to take this game.
Yeah, just take a minute to just like sort everything out about that last bad fight that just happened. Just kind of think about it. You're gonna have rapid fire cannon soon on your Twisted Fate. Like that's a lot of pick potential.
Right.
So I really think, while mentally they might not be in the best spot, team comp wise and like item spike wise, you're about to hit stride. You're about to get that Steric Siege on Olaf, rapid fire cannon on TF, and you just want to fight, and you'll be in a good spot. But remembering mentally that's where you have to get to can be difficult sometimes.
Yeah.
But
I don't-
regardless, sorry, go on.
Yeah. No. I don't know. I'm not seeing any update here so far in terms of the ping issues.
Yeah, but game state,
So,
not really a whole ton to talk about. Olaf still does have that Eye of Herald available for just a little bit longer, so I'm not sure where he's gonna opt to drop that. Hopefully it'll be in the mid to just try and break open that tier 1 versus Ziggs.
yep.
I think that would be a pretty good use of his time. But
All right, and here we are back into the game.
but we are out of the pause, so Bully is now down to 600 ping, so consider that a net win. His team
And,
farming up his Krugs.
We're looking at 3 stacks so far on the
Cho'Gath.
Cho'Gath, for the record.
Yeah. And it looks like he just feasted that minion up top.
Yep.
So he is up to 4 now. 4 minions chomp, 300 bonus health, which is actually about to increase. He's about to get a nice little payday. He's going to get I believe 4. He is about to get 160 bonus health from that R once he gets level 11. So that'll be a nice little increase for him as well. But Axe is landing in the mid. Herald is dropped. Turret's pretty low. But as we all know, this is not fun to try and siege against Ziggs. He just kills your waves over and over.
Yeah, and then all of
over.
a sudden your turret's gone, and you're like, wait, I thought we were attacking.
Yeah, I thought we were pushing you. No. No. This is not how it works.
It was Ziggs all along.
It was Ziggs all along.
I
But,
see
Avon
a
looking to
music
respec.
wandering top lane, looking to maybe set up a bit of a 2-lane split push here.
Yeah, it looks like A-Barn actually about to hit his 2-item spike. He's going to pick up that Essence Reaver second, which is a little bit interesting on the Lucian, with a lot of people favoring the Shrielda's Grudge over it. And I think, in my opinion, it might be a little better this game with how you're trying to kite out this Olaf and your Cho'Gath.
And I'm
But who cares
taking
what I
a
think?
peek at vision score.
Not that carry player.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't remember actually what it was in the last game. I don't want to say I'm disappointed in Spirit, but this isn't quite exactly the numbers we were seeing in the previous weeks.
I mean, yeah, he has
Keep
been
our eyes on it going forward.
been
He
a
is
little bit-
engaging everywhere as he hits
been a
another
little bit more
dread
lane dominant this series. As yet, just a little bit of trading back and forth with this third dragon of the game coming up. As TJ walking into a gold card there, he's gonna have to pop that Lamb's Rescue really early. He's gonna stay on top of that. So it looks like Teague is going to get satchel charge, take about a third of his HP bar.
He
As
all sorts of
TJ
CC.
TJ, no ultimate for this fight. This could be crucial. As Droid, Coridian is right on the other side of that wall, and he doesn't know it. As an axe is going to land, Mega Inferno Bomb's going to melt Droid. He is basically already out of
That's
this
quite
fight.
the pop.
And it looks like this third dragon should be going down to the side of Team Front to back. As
I've
the
got to say, I
Destiny
would have
is
liked
popped,
to see
Lin is
Dark
porting
Horse
way
still in.
behind them. Maybe a little bit too far, but he does have that rapid fire can. He's going to stun up Caridian, land a
The
wild card
Mordekaiser's
across
gone.
everybody. Teague is just melting Caridian. He's got a double kill. Sword is able to escape from the death realm against Mordekaiser. Music picks up A-Barn. This looks like it's going to be a 5-for-0 ace, and it's going to be Baron for Team Dark Horse.
That's exactly what they needed in this game right now. And I hate to call him out, but I think that starts with Bully on Mordekaiser ulting the Cho'Gath.
Yeah, not your first choice for ult, but who do you really want to ultimate if you are the Mordekaiser in this game?
Well, I mean, you've got a good point. You've got two characters that one that
Just
half the
aren't
time
gonna
is
get
just
hard by it.
invulnerable anyways, and then another one who's just going to press R and leave.
Yeah,
But-
and then kill your backline.
But yeah, removing that Mordekaiser threat, that kind of allowed Music to walk up, tank pretty much everything from TJ and A-Barn. And meanwhile, Lin was in from behind them. Right?
Yep. Mega Inferno Bomb, day late and dollar short, as the TP and R were both burned by Caridian, just to figure out you were about a half second too late on that Baron. But it looks like he is going to be looking for this blue here. Oh, it's going to reset. I don't know if he's going to be able to pick it up. You are in full vision. I do not know about this one, David. This is a little bit risky with that TFR almost being back up. I'd like to see if they chase this out and kill him for this crime. He resets the blue
he's gonna
again.
stay. He's gonna stay. He can't walk away.
He's gonna die for this. He is 100%
Do they
going to
know?
die for this
I don't
if
think
Lin
they realize
ultimates.
he's there.
Oh, they have to know he's gonna walk back over the scuttle. He's
Well,
going to die for this if. Oh, but
no,
Lin's
he just
not
walks
looking
to
for
bot
it.
lane.
Oh my goodness, he reset the blue twice and got away with it. That is sinning, I believe the technical term. But regardless, he's going to be able to get away with fleecing that blue buff. Doesn't quite have that Seraph's Embrace yet, so he's still missing out on a lot of damage for that 6. And we are going to look for the siege in mid. 6's bot, which I think is a little bit bizarre, as the flash gold card onto A-Barn. He's going to get knocked up. He's in the bounce house right now, but he is going to be able to get out. No feast to secure by Cho'Gath. He's going to kite up to dodge that Dawning Shadow, as that mid turret finally is going to go down.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of siege coming out from the side of Team Dark Horse, obviously, aided by the Baron.
Yeah, no, I'm just not a huge fan of the fact that you have your Zig side laning versus Mundo.
Right. Yeah,
Just have him
that's
clear mid.
It's a bit questionable to me. They just kind of give up all of their ranged wave clear in the lane that's being pushed the hardest.
Yeah, they just lost their 2 turrets, their 2 mid towers against Ziggs when he was in a side lane. I'm just not a huge fan. Where's Bully in this time of need? Just go sit in the lane against Music. You don't have to kill him. As Reform Bully may have switched back to his old ways, as he did opt, unfortunately, for the Bramble Vest over the Oblivion Orb, I just realized. And I guess you can try and beat him out of it, but it just won't happen, you know? You can try your best, but it just doesn't happen.
So, your take at this point in the game, I mean, we're 26 minutes in. The gold difference has swung to 4K in the favor of Team Dark Horse, even though they're at a 2-dragon deficit and front to back is on the doorstep. What's your call here?
You know, I really think if Team Dark Horse gets this Mountain Dragon, they are 100% in the driver's seat to win this game. If they get this dragon, I think they are in such a good position. As a little bit of a bush tease, we'll see if Teague spots it out. As the depth torch straight onto Lin. He's just going to get absolutely one shot. As Music has a nice flank onto the carries, though. The Lamb's Respite is popped as Teague is very low. It looks like A-Barn is going to dash over to the other side. He's going to sneak right away. As Bully doesn't have that ultimate, he's going to go down. Spirits of Shit's Creek now. He's all by himself. Swordmaster's going to be able to take him down as Droid gets the last hit. And they have Cho'Gath Feast. Oh, I'm sorry, they do not have Cho'Gath Feast to secure the dragon.
Yeah, that looked very, very good at first, you know, for the side of front to back.
Yeah, no, Lin just straight up face checking into them.
Yeah, A-Barn nicely and smoothly dipping out over the wall there, cleanly out of the Lamb's Respite. But once he's out, they kind of remove most of their sustained damage. Caridian was doing his best to lob bombs in there, but you know, not exactly the easiest position for him to be fighting out of.
Oh, and it looks like this mid turret is going quite low. And oh my goodness, the Demolish proc is Droid. You are in the wrong spot. He's just gonna die. This is gonna be Mountain Soul. They don't have their E carry anymore.
Is pumping out damage
non-stop.
Absolutely pumping out damage on Ziggs.
It's going to be up to Teague and possibly Sword to pick up a steal here. That Feast is available and Smite is available as Aborn's a little bit far up, almost going to get caught by that gold card as it is going to stun up Caridian over the wall. Checking out that range from that ability. Dredgeline is going to land. They do not have a significant AD threat with their carry being dead in Droid, but we'll see if they can stall out this Dragon long enough for that Centaur to make an impact. We
have a Cho'Gath ult elf as well as Smite for this Smite from both sides.
Oh, and once again, the Senna ultimate is going to shield up his entire team. Swordmaster just gobbled up TJ. This dragon is on the table now.
Really
Music's
big
just
Zonias.
Unkillable. Teague's going to be able to run down Spirit. Lin having the gate. He's going to gate away. It looks like he's going to look to run down Caridian. He has that vision of him. Is he going to be able to land that empowered gold card with the range and everything? No, this is going to be the dragon over to Team Dark Horse, though. Unless Caridian, do you have a Miracle Steel in you? Oh, very nicely done. Able to pop those bouncing bombs over the wall, but nope. He is not able to reach it quite with that range. And that is going to be the dragon going down the side of Team Dark Horse, and they've just bought themselves so much time.
Yeah, and you know, I'm thinking with every minute that passes, seems to be going more and more in the favor of Team Dark Horse.
Yeah, I think this game is really from a scaling advantage. It's only going to get harder for the side of Team Front to back. You know, Lucian really being primarily a mid-game carry. I'm just not sure. I don't know how you deal with this massive front line. I mean, Kindred obviously able to deal with it quite well, but she's 2-7. She doesn't have that much damage.
I mean, it's a front line, but it's not like it doesn't have damage. Like let's be real, Mundo pumps out damage, Olaf pumps out damage. You know,
yeah, it's not like these are just meatballs
any
that sit on
that's
you.
nearby. Yeah, exactly.
These are meatballs that are punching you in the face.
Absolutely, and then you've got Senna a mile away auto-attacking you, and you throw Lin on there. I mean, depending on whether or not he got caught out and blown up first.
Sunny with a chance of meatheads for the side of Team Dark Horse. Yes,
absolutely. And, you know, and I think is the clear play here for them to just wait it out for their next opportunity to make a play for an objective. They do have like a fair bit of secure power, like we said, with that Olaf Cho'Gath combination.
Yeah, I mean, you have a 5.5k gold lead. You've got the scaling advantage. There's no reason to force a play. And you're against Ziggs anyway. I mean, you can look for this inhib and try and look to force it down and push it down, because you do have a massive gold advantage. And I think you can do that, but it looks like they just want to play it slow, sit in side lanes. They don't want to pressure it too much, just deny Kindred any marks if she might have a chance at any. But yeah, looks like it's just low and slow for the side of Team Dark Horse.
Yeah, for sure it's looking that way. And looks like we're getting a couple backs here. We'll see a few resets.
Just in the meantime, we can go over a couple of stack checks rather than stat checks. Senna broke 100 stacks, so she's got quite the range advantage there now.
Wow.
TJ just sitting barely outside of that threshold for the 7th hunt. He's at 6, so almost up to 100 bonus range, but he's sitting at 75 right now.
And we're looking at 9 stacks on the Cho'Gath with all of his minion and monster stacks used up. All he's getting them out of now is the champions and the Dragon Baron.
I mean, his feast onto TJ last fight was crucial.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, really.
And he's a big boy now.
It maybe wasn't the defining reason they won that fight, but it's such a massive play being able to deny that Lamb's Respite. You never know what's going to happen when that ability gets popped.
Right.
But we have
that amount of true damage. I can take a quick peek here. I mean, we're looking at it's nearly 1,200 damage. True damage.
Here we go.
To
the Destiny is popped. Are we going to look for a pick here? We'll look to see where Lin opts to teleport to. He's got that level 16, so it's probably on a fairly short cooldown now. Is the Mega Inferno Bomb going to come out and just hit Teague, but he is going to take a decent little chunk out. The Flash Dredge Line, oh, it connects with the Mundo. Oh no, and the depth charge onto Swordmaster. That's just a complete blunder of the kit there by Spirit.
That's unfortunate. That looks like a lot of pressure now into setting up for this this Baron play.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you have the facilities to contest this dragon now. If you're the side of team front to back.
For the record,
You definitely have the damage, but do you have the protection and the engage and the disengage for your carries?
for the record, you're looking at a 700 damage nearly, true damage, coming out from the Cho'Gath ultimate on the champion.
Oh, and Lin is just going to flash Gold Card straight onto Abarn. He's just going to get one shot. No, but the Lamb's Respite is able to save. Well played, but a three-man rupture.
Oh,
They're
big
just
rupture.
all over the meatballs are here. Where's the spaghetti? They're all dead. Oh my god, they're all getting run down, and this is probably
He still has ultimate
nice
up as
stopwatch
well.
there from Teague. As Bully also going to
He's
go
gonna
into his
feast him.
Teague is just barely at a sliver of HP as he's finally going to go down. Oh, and the death bomb
Oh,
there from Bully.
no.
Bully's actually going to be able to pick up a double kill, and maybe the tides of this fight have turned. As Bully's going to
Bully.
pick up a double kill. Bully's just going absolutely ham.
And
That
that's
is
gonna
going to be
it.
the ace in the end.
Wow.
Well played by Bully to salvage what was the best of a doomed situation, though.
And it's looking like with champs coming up in just under 10 seconds here, they don't have time to look for an end or an inhib, but they are going to pick up this next dragon, probably for free.
Yeah, and they talk about flipping Soul Point on its head. Now it's 3-3.
Yeah,
Anybody's
we are
game?
in for a long one.
I mean, obviously, 6k gold lead for the side of Team Dark Horse. I fully expect them to get the next dragon, but you never know what's going to happen with how much of a banger this game has been so far.
Absolutely. I mean, I would have said the same thing about the 4th dragon for Team Front to Back earlier, and here we are.
But couple misplays, couple blunders, couple good plays, some nice flash gold cards, and here we are, tied 3 dragons to 3. And Abarn gonna pick up that Gromp. Opted to finish that full Mortal Reminder, interestingly enough. Are you a fan of that?
You know, yeah, it's not really an item that I have to concern myself with often up in the top lane.
I mean, it's the whole thing of, do you want to finish, like if you're playing like a
Personally,
Darius, and you get
no.
Executioner's Calling, do you want to finish the Kimpunk?
Oh,
Well,
no,
here we
no,
go,
no.
as we have they're looking for Bully here. He's going to get gold carded. Death Realm onto Lin. It looks like he's just going to be able to kite out Bully in this Death Realm, as it looks like the Meatballs are just doing a great job on the front line. Abarn getting slightly chunked out. But it
Well.
looks like, oh, Teague's not going to quite go down. Oh, but the Mega Inferno Bomb will kill him, as Abarn is just at a sliver of HP. Here comes the Dawning Shadow. Abarn relentless pursuit away from it. As it looks like overall, we've got a 2-for-1 so far, and Lin almost in range of that, empowered gold card. He was so close with the rapid fire cannon.
These champions look so small compared to these beefcakes. I mean, we're at an 11 stack Cho'Gath. We've got we've got a 4K max health Dr. Mundo.
Yeah, these guys are some absolute just walls right now. And I just don't think there's quite enough damage with. And the reason I brought up the Mortal Reminder is I'm surprised he didn't want to Lord Dominic's Regard.
I
mean,
agree.
Look at the HP
I agree.
totals.
You can't. I mean, you can't look at those two and then. I mean, we'll get a peek at Olaf here in 5 seconds when he spawns. But I mean, I can't imagine that you're not getting the maximum value out of that item at this point.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a little perplexing. Yeah, Olaf's sitting at above 3,000 HP. Twisted Fate even sitting at more of an HP total than Abarn is at the moment, so he would be benefiting from that Lord Dominic's passive.
Wow. He truly maximum value.
Yeah, I believe he'd be benefiting against every member on the side of Team Dark Horse. But not to harp on him, the Mortal Reminder pickup is very understandable with there being a Dr. Mundo healing just a absolute crap ton. You gotta
Not to
shut that
mention
down.
the Senna and the
You gotta
Cho'Gath.
you gotta shut down the Senna, the Cho'Gath, the Olaf, Gordrinker.
Olaf, truly.
Yeah, there's so much to worry about. And he
Right,
is
and
going to
that
finish
ulti
that Lord
coming out-
Dominic's Regard, so now he's living the best of both worlds.
Are they thinking about maybe rushing this Baron? No? No positioning for it? Maybe
I'd
no.
imagine both teams are just looking to go for this next dragon fight. That is what I believe the move is at the moment. At least that is what I would think the move is. Asina is up to 144 stacks, by the way.
You know what
She's
I kind of expected this point?
what?
I expect a bush cheese from the side of front to back.
It would make a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense. Asina, by the way, just off of her passive and RFC alone, sitting at 90% crit chance, by the way. 90%.
Purely from her stacks.
Purely from stacks and rapid fire. 90%. Her stacks alone give her 70%. Which I think is just insane.
She can eventually get over 100% crit chance from, or rather, it's after 100% crit chance she starts to get another stat value, correct?
I believe she starts to get lifesteal. I'm not
Lifesteal.
quite.
I think you're right. I think it is lifesteal.
Yeah, I'm not quite super, well versed in the Senna passive, but yeah, she's about to start double dipping, having 100% crit plus lifesteal. That thing is just, oh my god, that Senna's massive. 3 items, anti-heal, all the damage you need to cut down that front line of bully and spirit that you'd ever want to.
Senego Burr.
Senna go burr. Because it looks like they're looking for Teague in the mid lane. Not really in any danger. We'll see if they can spot out this nicely placed ward here.
Say, I'm
on the
not
side
sure
of
these
that new
5
terrain.
could
Yeah,
really
well-
be any closer together.
Well played by Droid to spot out that ward. Freshly placed by Spirit. I believe his total wards is getting low. Yeah, he's only down to 1, and this dragon is spawning in just 20 seconds, so he's going to be in a little bit of trouble in terms of wanting to contest vision for this. So it looks like, oh, Blast Cone is taking, oh my goodness, look at that
That's
chunk
a
onto
lot of
TJ.
damage coming out.
Look
from
at that
Lin there.
damage. He's taken down to just a sliver. Cho'Gath can just look to flash feast him at this point, and I think unless TJ
Oh, it's more than enough health. Or
yeah
it's more than enough damage,
passes the
rather.
reaction test time of a god. It'll
Yeah,
be
he's
quite
got over
tricky.
700 damage coming out
TJ's
from his
looking for
ultimate
this.
now.
TJ's 100% looking for this, as it is pinked out, so they do not have vision. And it looks like he is going to go onto it. He's going to pop that Kindred Art, so it's going to be a true 50-50 for the Dragon. Who is going to get it? Red team gets it. Well played with the feast out from Music X, as it looks like the
beautiful
fight's going in
feast
favor
from
too for
Swordmaster.
the side of Team Dark Horse. Looks like everyone's getting melted down. GA pop there for Teague. Spirit's going to go down. Double kill to Droid. Lynn's going to be able to flash gold card. Music X is going to pick up David, aka Coridian, and Abarn. You are the last man on the table, and you are so dead. Rupture lands, gold card
Good
lands.
night, sir.
We're going to game 3.
That's a scrapes. Can I get some scrapes in the chat?
We are
That's,
100% getting scrapes.
That's game 3. Absolutely.
Yep, we are going to game 3, and it's all on the
Honestly,
line now.
Just a really well played game. I mean, a little bit shaky in the middle there from Team Dark Horse. Particularly, there's a bush cheeser too. But they played well, and I think this comp ended up working out very well for them. A pretty front to back comp, ironically enough.
Yeah, no, they absolutely face rolled this game. Really bringing it back when things started to look bleak for a little while. Just a super well played game too. Damn. Who do you think's MVP for that last game?
That game was so crazy. I'm not sure where we're at, honestly.
In my opinion, maybe it's between Music and maybe Lynn. I'm not sure. It's tough to give it to any one person. I think they all played as a team very well together.
Absolutely. That was
I mean, Sword obviously had that clutch feast multiple times to get the game into the state it was. Lynn obviously finding some pretty good picks after a couple, worked out the kinks on the TFR, was able to find some good ultimates, and then Music obviously playing super well, being that front line, just steady guy that they could go to. Had some nice TPs as well. Just
man,
overall well played by everyone for Team Dark Horse.
this damage chart tells an interesting story. This I'm telling you, Coridian, not to be underestimated, but the value of these beefy frontliners, I I don't think I can stress it enough. They
Yeah.
each took over 35K in the cases of Olaf and Mundo, upwards of 45K.
Yeah, the things I really want to look at is damage taken. Olaf taking 50,000 damage and
Yeah.
Mundo 46.
Yep,
I mean, that's insane.
it's
Mundo also
incredible
only dying 3 times that game. I
for all that.
feel like they just didn't have an answer for those big frontline tanks.
Absolutely. And I
regardless,
feel like there's just a number of what should have been seemed like picks from the side of front to back that just didn't quite pan out.
yeah, no, definitely. But regardless, we're headed to game three. Who do you think can take it? You think Team Dark Horse is gonna reverse it around, or do you think front to back can strike back?
You know, this is I have a hard time calling this. This is truly anyone's game. Like that there's not to be underestimated, the mental impact of being up the 1-0 and then losing putting yourself down a game. And there's also, Team Dark Horse should be feeling like they're on a bit of a roll here. So this is truly as open as I think it's been all night.
Yeah, but we'll find out in a bit, I guess. But we'll kick it to a quick break, and we'll see who can take this series.
Yeah, we'll be right. I think we're back.
Yeah, and looks like we are back. We are just waiting for game three to get underway. Just a little reminder about the playoff implications. Front to back wins, they remain the one seed. Nothing funny, nothing cool happens. They just stay the one seed. But if Team Dark Horse wins, Team Dark Horse jumps up to be the 3 seed, and front to back drops all the way to the 5 seed to play the Footlongs in round one, who have been on a little bit of a
Right.
cold streak, but I think they can pick it back up.
Yeah, I'm looking for that Team Dark Horse victory here.
Yeah, no,
It's
I
I'm definitely like, I don't know. I guess I'll go out on a limb and say I'd prefer to play the winner of um Team Dark Horse TKC than Dad's After Dark, but nobody's really worried about that matchup right now.
Yeah, no, it's whatever happens happens. But if you're front to back, you definitely don't want to lose this game. It could be a rough time to say the least. Going from the 1 seed to the 5 seed because they had the 1 seed secured for most of the split, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, they were. That was looking like the likely turnout, regardless of what happened.
I mean, yeah, but how quickly fortune can change hands with everything that happened. You know, losing to the Kangaroo Corral was just an absolute shock for everyone. I think.
Right. I don't think anybody was ready for that. I don't think anybody had called that. That was probably one of the bigger upsets of the season, I'd have to say.
Yeah, no, definitely. Obviously, Kangaroo Corral really just being able to storm back and take a hold of their own destiny and secure a playoff spot. Pretty impressive by them. But regardless, this final game between Team Front to Back and Team Dark Horse could tell the story of what's going to happen in playoffs as we are getting right into Champ Select.
All right. We expecting anything different in the way of bans this game?
Uh, you know, I could imagine maybe a Cho'Gath could be banned away. What do you think?
I could see a Cho'Gath, but I don't know. What do you think the likelihood of is of them repeating that comp?
Uh, I don't
They
know.
are on the same
I'd
side of the
imagine.
map.
Your emperor
Yeah, no,
shall
sides
return.
have remained the same for this final game. So both teams on blue and red side. Counter pick remains either top or mid, wherever Team Dark Horse opts to have it for this final game. As bans remaining similar once again. Azir taken away, Viego Cassidy taken away. So
There's a
maybe this
call in
is
the
a
chat
front to
for a
back
not
saying
ban.
there is a call for a non ban indeed. I think it's been extremely strong.
Yeah, I'm not
I think it's
sure if
extremely strong.
I'm not sure
I
if
think
there's
Spirits
anything I'd
just played incredibly
sacrifice to
well.
I
ban it
don't need
though.
more enemies.
As there's the Senna ban.
Ooh, okay.
No more starving Senna. They were sick of that.
Yeah,
Can't say I
I mean,
blame them.
I feel that.
I mean, starving Senna is a lane where if a game's gonna go past 30 minutes, it's gonna be taxing if you're not already well into the driver's seat by the 30-minute mark.
Uh-huh.
I recommend skipping.
Ooh, and there's the
Lulu
Lulu being
Finally
taken away.
I guess they really don't want that Spirit of Fate Lulu, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I can respect that. That's a pretty toxic champion as far as I'm concerned. Matter of fact, played against a Lulu top the other day. Was not a big fan of that.
That did not look fun. I will agree with you on that. That is quite the toxic lane. So once again, the Nautilus has picked up B1.
Yeah, they're putting some priority into that tonight. Spirit's obviously feeling very comfortable on it, and he seems to be. I mean, again, with the exception of one or two perhaps blunders, he's been executing very well.
Yes,
Oh,
we
and
got
here
the
we go.
Seraphine
Yep.
for Droid.
This is not
Yes.
really a surprise. If anything, kind of surprised it didn't come out earlier tonight.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. I've seen Droid play on this champion multiple times. I think it's one of his sleeper pocket picks. I think he's incredibly strong on it. As in Leona plus
Is that just
Seraphine
a
bot lane?
hover, or are they actually? Yep, there it is.
Leona Seraphine. So obviously a little bit of an odd lane, but I'm pretty sure what they want to do in this lane is Seraphine and Leona just want to shove this lane, and Sword just wants to look to get onto the map and try and get Lyn and Teague an advantage.
Right.
And it's been a winning formula for Team
Okay.
Dark Horse all split.
Got the famous Abarn Kaisa hashtag not as good as Lucives.
True. I haven't seen Luciv play it, but I believe you. Yes, here we go. We have the Trundle. Are we going down this is the hill we're dying on. Okay.
All
We have the
right.
Trundle.
I mean, we see the Leona. We think maybe we steal her defensive stats. I don't know.
Yeah, we have the Trundle picked, and if I am the side of Team Dark Horse, no more Mordekaiser. I have had enough.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
I'm sick and tired of the tomfoolery that Bully has been able to get away in
Yep.
with his Hashinshin TPs. No more. Not dealing with that crap anymore.
Yeah,
And yep, yep.
that's the thing is
Uh,
there's just no
no
reason to
surprise.
leave it up.
Yeah, yeah. You don't want to have to deal with that. That's just frustrating. And
It-
if I'm team front to back, I actually don't want to ban the Mundo. What do you think about that? Try and bait the Mundo pick for just free stats for your Trundle?
Well, I think that's maybe not the end of the world. The other one is what do we think the Yone or no, I'm sorry. Bully doesn't play Yone. What am I saying? What is Bully's next pullout here? Like I'm not sure that Mundo is as big of a threat to the other champs in his pool as he is to Mordekaiser.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. As the Diana banned away from Caridian in the mid lane. No Moonfalls this game. That could be quite devastating onto the Seraphine Kindred.
You used to be cool.
That is not something you want to deal with.
All right. Echo
There's
band
finally
coming
the
out.
Echo banned away. I'm guessing that's for
Echo and
Lin, as
yeah, TF.
Kindred more than likely going to be in the jungle. Hasn't been played
Once
mid
again, we're seeing
for
4 bans. Yeah, 4 bans
yeah,
for Lin.
yeah. Once again, four bans technically piled onto Lin. They don't want this guy to go off, and they thought the TF was just way too much to deal with. As the Karma is locked in for music in the top lane, so we finally have the Spice Melange.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready.
Yeah, I'm excited
Now
for it.
the question is,
Notably, Karma did get nerfed pretty hard last patch.
but what does Bully pull out in response? Oh,
Are we gonna see the Mundo? And I really do like
okay.
this Mundo. I don't think there's a lot of DPS on the side of
Yeah,
Team Dark Horse. Only really the Kindred is gonna be able to kill that
right.
guy. And there's not really an oppressive laner to shut him down. I'd really like to see them flex this Karma mid and just pick a really big bully in the top lane for Music X. Maybe the Jace or something, just to be able to just run this guy down.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to see it, but yeah, that's
Probably a little bit unlikely. It's the Silas is locked in
I
there
don't know.
for
Yeah,
Caridian in the
I have
mid
a
lane.
hard time. I have a hard time seeing that Karma coming through as a Lin pick.
Yeah, it would be a little perplexing, a little surprising, but
Little out of character.
you never know. Game 3 would be the time to pull it out. As we get the Yone. Wow, that is awesome. That is exciting. That is exactly what you want to see.
All right,
Get some good,
I'm
nice mixed damage.
buckled up. I'm ready for a ride.
Yeah, no, this Yone Silas matchup in mid is super fun. I think it's awesome. I think it's just going to be a great matchup in mid. Really a skill matchup, if you ask me.
Absolutely. This should be an interesting one to watch. I expect. So how do you know the interaction between Silas and Karma ultimates?
Yes, I believe it is.
If he
I think I
casts the Karma R, does he get her 3 abilities for his next ability?
yes, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah. If not, I would be a little surprised, and in that case, I would expect it to be the last ability Karma used. But regardless, we will see as we will be loading into game in a couple minutes after our spectator delay.
All right. And I mean, first reaction to these comps, blanket reaction.
I think it's really hard to kill this Yone and this Kindred. I don't know
Yeah.
how you kill him. You got Seraphine,
Yep.
you have Karma, and then you have Leona if you need really any peel. Like you want to talk about front to back, like this is gonna be just gonna
Right.
be brutal to play against. I mean, any misexecution for the side of team front to back could just be extremely punishing. Like imagine your Kaisa killer instincts onto the back line, and not everybody's ready to go with her. It could just be lights out, and your AD carry could just be dead.
Oh, for sure. And how do you feel like this early pressure comes out with this Kindred Trundle matchup?
I think Kindred can just walk all over Trundle. I really do. Unless he somehow just gets murdered by a pillar that like traps him in between a wall or something, like
Uh-huh.
just choked him like that. I just feel like it's a murder. Like
Right.
Kindred just gets to do
Right,
whatever he
absolutely.
wants. She, I should say.
And this is basically like a non-action lane from the side of Sword and Droid if they can do it their way, right? They're just basically waiting this out, getting to that team fight stage.
Hmm. Precisely.
But Spirit has been demonstrating a I'd say unwillingness to allow that to happen. He's been hitting the hooks that he wants to hit in lane. He's been making some trades happen.
Yeah, no, I mean, if anybody can change, make fate change hands, it is a Spirit. I mean, he's shown he's good on this Nautilus pick.
Absolutely. All in all, I'm not sure if yeah, I feel like I'm leaning towards the side of Dark Horse here, just off of draft.
Yeah, no, I'm with you on that one for sure. I think if they just don't blunder it early, I think this could very well be the game for Team Dark Horse, and it could be exciting.
Yeah, I feel like there's a fairly there's something to be said for the ease of execution that I feel like lies on the side of Dark Horse here. I'm really curious to see how the solo lane goes, the top lane. I've not
Yeah,
seen
no, I
music play the Karma, but you know, as we looked up, we saw earlier, we found a um we did find a little bit of history that he's been having some games on it recently. He's been putting in some time, getting the practice in.
but regardless, we will be loading into game, and Lin just already showing he wants to get aggressive and get that ignite on, just trying to
Yep.
get the tempo going early, you know.
Caridian opting instead for that teleport. That's putting a 2 teleport to 1 advantage in the favor of front to back here. We'll see if they make anything happen with that as we
And
get into the rift and we see how this one shakes out.
yeah, and similarly to last game, we see the Kindred with the press the attack. I kind of would have liked to see a Conqueror to come out, but you know, it's I think it's negligible. But I think regardless, to be pretty high impact early, be able to really control things. As it looks like just a little bit of scouting out for some vision is gonna happen early. So yeah, they're going to look to move on to this blue buff. Just trying to get some information on where this Kindred wants to start her clear. Minions are going to spawn. So we are going to see, looks like most all of the early wards have been burned for the side of Team Dark Horse, with a sweeper's lens already picked up for Teague, as a little bit of a red buff start for the Trundle, so our junglers will be meeting on that Scuttle Crab top side. Any thoughts on that, Toki?
Um, I would like to see. I don't know. I have a hard time imagining that Music X doesn't push in, because if he wants to trade it all with Mundo, I'm gotta imagine that he puts Qs onto the wave, and that's gonna leave Karma a bit more exposed here early on for that meetup of the junglers in the top lane.
Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely agree. There's nothing too crazy going on at the moment, as music's gonna be just fine into this Reform Bully lane. I'm a little surprised he opted for the Comet, maybe to look and poke out that Mundo, try and get some early pressure onto him, maybe force a dive over that Summon Airy. As Spirit once again get a nice land a nice hook in this bot lane. It's a little bit of trading in the mid lane. Lin looking like he gets the better of that.
Okay, another hook landed in the bot.
Yeah, but Spirit just really putting the pressure on. That one dredge line isn't quite gonna land. But it looks like Teague is moving on to his red buff and Raptors, working on those. Lin really getting some nice trades here in the mid lane though. Really pushing Caridian under his tower, but TJ is coming in for a gank. Nice pillar landed. Lin looks like he's gonna be in some trouble and he's gonna go down for first blood to Caridian.
All right, we've got some pressure in the top lane being exerted by Music. Getting that chain onto Mundo, forcing him off the wave a little bit. Looks like he's getting that push in. And we're seeing that invade from Teague into TJ's jungle.
Yeah, Teague looking to get this early pressure down, but TJ is just gonna smite away
Falling back, and
that,
it looks like they're going to get that mark.
that big wolf. But yeah, it looks like Teague is gonna be a happy camper. He's gonna get that first mark of the game onto that Scuttlecraft. We got a pretty fat wave down there in the bot. A little bit dangerous. But looks like
Yeah, and
everything's all
A-Bar's looking to poke out a little bit of damage there onto his opponents.
Yeah, Lin not in too much danger, but Caridian might be in some danger, given some follow flashes, but forces the flash out of Caridian. Well played by Teague, not using that flash, using that hop to get over that wall and burn the flash out of Caridian.
Oh, and there's a flash as well.
This Music just getting a little bit of poke. He's going to spot TJ on this ward, but I don't think he's being quite fast enough to... Oh, the briefcase is going to land. He's on top of that pillar. Looks like the root is going to land. Is he going to be able to get away? Bully has the flash briefcase and
And
business
there it
is done.
is.
The deal is done. You are dead. That is going to be a kill for Reform Bully. And TJ getting 2 early ganks out. 1 flash, 2 kills. Not a bad deal. So it looks like Lin and Caridian are going to get back to trading in this mid lane. Lin still getting the better of these trades despite the early first blood. We'll see if he picks up that Executioner's Calling to really put the pressure onto Caridian.
Right, and we've got a Teague in the bot lane looking for maybe some action onto Spirit and A-Barn.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to find anything too crazy here. Not a whole ton of damage on the side of Team Dark Horse, but maybe if Spirit gets a little overzealous.
Okay,
Yeah,
and there's
they
a
don't know
teleport
Teague
coming
is here.
in
We're
from
gonna have a
Mundo.
true 3v3. And a TP response, possibly from Music. No, he
And
does not have it
TJ
up. Spirit is
TJ's
quite
coming
low. Here
in.
comes the
Oh, and here
double
comes
TP.
Silas.
This is Caridian. Yeah, this is Caridian coming in. We'll see. Flash out from Swordmaster. Oh, the Scun Abduct is going to land. He is going to go down. Surely, no, Seraphine is a balanced champion. Oh, Avarn flashes and
Wow.
still doesn't kill him.
That is absolutely
Oh, the
heartbreaking.
Seraphine tilt is complete.
And tell me, what is Music, or I'm sorry, what is Bully getting out of this? He's just losing so much pressure in that top lane. That is
After getting that
absolutely
kill,
heartbreaking.
He's going to miss that turbo stacked wave as Teague is going to get onto Caridian and TJ here. Caridian being he really cannot afford to take these fights. But regardless, Music's going to get that wave shoved in. Don't think he'll quite get a plate for himself, but he is quite happy getting all that CS against Reform Bully. And
Oh,
catch
and we've
back
got
up in
some
that
more
lane.
action in the bot lane as Lin and Teague say, hello, we're back.
Yep, no flashes on either of the bot laners. That could have spelled disaster if things went a little bit differently. As Music's just gonna continue to poke out Bully. This is the Karma lane in a nutshell. Karma obviously getting that 3 AD nerf last patch really hurts her solo laning, but still extremely obnoxious as an AP champion to play against. Because it looks like the first dragon of the game is going to go to Team Dark Horse. There goes the dragon, and we are looking at an Infernal or an Ocean Soul, which I think are both extremely high impact in this game. What say you, Toki? Infernal or Ocean Soul? Which one do you prefer?
You
Damn
know,
good
looking at the Trundle, Nautilus, and Mundo on one team, and then, I mean, maybe not as significant, but the Seraphine on the other, like, I think both teams are very well served here by a potential Ocean Soul.
Yeah, no, definitely is. TJ making a little return visit up to Music, but he's got that ward smartly placed yet again, and he will survive for now.
And we've got some Teague action down near the bot lane once again, looking like he wants to prioritize his half the map. As I think he's going to sneak out and grab a little bit of a red buff.
And
From
Teague is going to
TJ's
get
back
spotted
pocket.
on that pink ward. TJ notably just smited onto that that scuttle crab, so he will not be able to have smite for this. But Abar and Spirit with a nice collapse force Teague off of it with a well-placed pink ward.
Yeah, beautiful vision there, and good rotations coming out from the side of front to back there.
Yeah, I assume that that is Caridian's pink ward, but I will double check on that right now. And
Alright,
it is not, that is TJ's pink ward that's been placed. So.
TJ defending his buffs.
But TJ is looking for Ren and mid.
Ooh.
Does not have. Oh. Yeah. He's in no danger. Yeah.
We do have some level 6s coming through in the bot lane. Expect to see things pick up down there.
Yeah, with Abarn having no summoners, there's a potential if a Leona E lands for a one-shot onto that Kaisa.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's unlikely, given how passively they are playing the lane, but there is a potential with that that Seraphine ultimate being just such a high impact, and the chain CC you get from that Leona, I just don't think she'll be able to move or even cast her ultimate.
I mean, you got 3 summoners here on the side of Sword and Droid down there. Caridians
He is just
stepping
going
up
to be hitting
looking to
this
make
Herald
something
while
happen.
Bully is on top of him. We're going to have a little bit of a scrap. Music is going to root up TJ. Teague is just going to be able to hop over that wall. And it looks like
Caridian
this
appears
Herald-
to have gone under tower.
Yeah, it looks like it. And this Herald should be going to the side of... Oh, and Abarn is able to pick out
Wow.
Len. It looks like Len was just a little too ambitious trying to go for that solo kill with the ult and the ignite burn, but he wasn't quite able to kill that Silas.
It looks like, yeah, it looks like Abarn must have been able to ult in there and get in and finish him off.
Yeah,
Pop
no,
that last bit of damage through on Lin. It appeared, I mean, just going off of the health bar movement, it looked like there was quite a extended fight going on in the mid lane.
Yeah, Abar must have hit that W and was just able to fly in and pick up that kill. Sort of saved Caridian's life. And I wonder if it was Executioner's calling diff. That Silas was able to heal up and Len wasn't able to pick up the kill. But this bot lane, here's the thing about Seraphine and Leona. You really don't have a lot of dive pressure unless Kindred is here.
Right.
You can't
Right.
dive in a 2v1. You don't have Tristana Leona. It's just Seraphine Leona. Strong lane in a vacuum,
Caridian
but you know,
walking up
but
pretty
ooh,
far
Caridian.
there.
Yeah, getting quite ambitious there. But a
Healing
very
himself
low
a bit,
health pool. Still
perhaps.
hasn't back since that kill was picked up onto him by Abarn. Abarn obviously having both of those summoners available now, so he'll probably be looking to make a play. As farming just continues in the top lane. Bully, despite that early TP, still having a little bit of a CS advantage too.
Yeah, he ended up not losing a whole lot for that. The early Karma early not being able to get, you know, the most efficient push off. And ultimately a lot of that tower aggro being soaked by a cannon while the rest of the minions kind of sat and waited for him to come collect.
Yeah, but it looks like Lin is going to be come onto here by TJ. Good flash away immediately. No pillar to come out from TJ though, as it wasn't quite available. As he might walk into Teague here? No, I believe he will not. Oh,
Yeah, we've got a potential bush cheese coming through from...
we do have a potential
Yeah.
push cheese. As it
Not going to
looks
work on front to back. They say you're not going to use our own tricks on us.
like- Yeah, we are the bush dwellers.
The
These are,
Bushmasters, perhaps.
We are the knights of St. Luke, if you will. The bush dwellers, the shrubbery lovers.
Indeed.
But
Yeah,
this Herald is going to be dropped in mid. Just gets a nice little chunk on the plates.
a little bit of damage,
Legend
a little bit of
stacks picked up.
plates,
Yep.
a little gold.
Would have liked to
And-
see that potentially saved by TJ to see if they can convert something maybe onto the bot lane. As the teleport's coming out, we are fighting for the second dragon. As Bully answers it right away as Music just comes sprinting in. We are getting a full 5v5 for dragon number 2.
Yeah,
Pillar is
big
going to
double
come out.
TP there.
And a nice Fate Seal. TJ is just going to get absolutely one shot as this is looking like a solid fight so far for Team Dark Horse. As Bully is also going to go down. Aborn diving onto the backline, able to pick up sword, but it's going to be a 4-for-1.
Just absolutely wiped by Dark Horse here.
Yeah, and Trundle not even able to cast that Subjugate or get his flash off. That is a cannon minion status. And that is, you couldn't have a better start to the game as Team Dark Horse. After that rough early going with the Heralds and stuff picked up, you're now possibly looking at an Infernal Soul for yourself.
Yeah, and I mean, what gold gap, right? Like that pretty much cleared it out. And
Yeah,
with
no.
that two dragon advantage, I'm with you. This is looking very good for Team Dark Horse, and they've definitely got the momentum on their side.
This Teague is going to spot out Spirit of Fate there. Just going to pick up that ward. He should know something is awry and that there are a lot of people in this mid lane. But meanwhile, I'm a little perplexed by this rotation. We have Sylas, Nautilus, and Kai'Sa all hovering around mid while bot farm is just dying. They just lost an entire wave to bot, and more minions are dying down there, and it looks like it's slow pushing back to Team Dark Horse. Like, this is just a crap ton of gold next.
Yeah, I guess just some miscommunication on the macro level coming through from front to back.
Yeah, just a slight mistake is Bully looking to get aggressive on the music.
Bully can't seem to decide whether or not he wants to fight. I think music
might
kill
actually
him.
get the better of this. He's fairly strong. Bully not quite having that ultimate available, but music just getting some nice trading in there. Pocket pick working out for the kid. He's got that empowered Q.
Oh, this
He
is
going to
dangerous.
miss,
This ult's
but
coming
TJ
up.
is moving up top. Bully able to pop that ultimate. Oh, but the briefcase misses. Music does have that flash available. He's going to cast it right away. TJ just follows it. We've got triple
there it
flashes
is.
coming in. And music is going to go down, but Teague just wants a piece of him now. As it looks like, is he going to be able to pick him up? That red smite, is it going to quite burn him down? Teague's quite low, but he still has that Lamb's Respite, so he's not
Bully
in a ton of
is-
danger if he can pass the reaction time test. But oh, just barely not able to pick up that kill on TJ.
Definitely a threat on the Mundo here. And you
Yeah,
could
no,
tell as
definitely.
soon as that ult came up, the switch was flipped, he was ready.
Oh yeah, 100%. This Bully is going to push in this lane. Looks like music will be back right on time to pick it up though, so not too much golden XP lost. But yeah, he's gonna be back on time. Actually, no, he's rotating into the to his top quadrant. Not sure what he was looking for there. As Len just fooling around with Caridian here, as we might have a little bit of a format if this Q lands. Oh, the Fate sealed. It's just going to be a CC chain. Caridian should go down for this for
And
sure.
he is dead
Yes,
for
he
sure,
will.
yeah.
Len the Legend on a killing spree. As they're going to get this mid tower now with the flash burned off Caridian. And I'm assuming this will be first tower for the side of Team Dark Horse. Unless Team Front to Back can win the race. I don't think they quite have the minion wave, so it looks like it will go to the side of Team Dark Horse. Ooh, you just barely lost out. Yep, and Team Dark Horse able to pick out that first turret. Well played by them.
Alright, we're setting up for a Herald here. This second Herald. I know it's an
Yeah.
objective you covet. Love to be picking that up yourself.
Oh yeah, love to always get the second Herald. You know, the tower plating's lasting all game. It's super valuable, of course.
Indeed.
But that Herald is picked up. Maybe they'll look for an inner tower kill on the mid lane. Get that nice 600 gold that they made that adjustment for. Really
Oh,
nice
yeah.
quality of life
Yep.
change. So that could be nice onto maybe Teague and Len being able to split that. That would be a really nice little boost for both of them. As it looks like Teague will be getting his mythic quite soon. With just about everybody starting to pick theirs up. Between Abarn getting his, Seraphine getting her Moonstone. Yeah, and he's going to opt for the Kraken Slayer. That is a smart buy with this double front line that gets him melt down as the Kindred.
Yep. And we've got a dragon coming up here in about 35 seconds. We're seeing a back coming through from music. Could be looking to posture down there. He has his teleport up, so.
Does have that teleport up.
And it
Bully
looks
not
like
quite-
Mundo will have
Bully-
it up.
Yeah, he'll have it up by the time the dragon spawns, so he's not in any real danger. It looks like this. Oh, the Scuttle Crab will be picked up because Teague opted to go for that Gromp. And are we going to see the Vietnam bush cheese? I'm not sure it's gonna work this time. Oh, Teague, don't prove me wrong. Oh, Teague, no.
Oh, sword.
Okay, alright. They didn't fall for it. They did not fall for it, but Mundo is still on that top tower. We'll see if Team Dark Horse just opts to insta-start this dragon. As Caridian is on the bot side, they're kind of in a bottleneck as the TP comes down. Looks like the dredge line is going to miss a nice two-man pillar there. Going to kind of hit everybody. And it looks like they're just going to opt to go onto Caridian. The Everfrost burn. Fate Sealed kind of goes wide as Lynn's going low. TJ is going to die, but Lynn flashes over the wall. Bully not able to kill Music, as it looks like it's just going to be a clean wipe. It's a nice stun with the Seraphine E onto Abarn. Oh, but the stolen Seraphine ultimate by Caridian. If only your whole team was ready for that. And it looks like this third dragon is going to go to Team Dark Horse.
Yeah, that's a two-man ulti coming through from the Seraphine. Barely nicking A-Barn and then setting him up to hit that Q stun just a minute later.
Yeah, no, I thought the fight was doomed after Lynn missed that Fate Sealed, but the Seraphine are, not even the Kindred are burned. No one was lost in that fight again for Team Dark Horse.
Wow.
Oh, and it looks like we're going to have to see what happened. I'm not quite sure, but it looks like Teague went about gonads deep on this turret, and he burned that ultimate. Looks like a supportal combat is going down. Someone cue the music. Dun 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 dun. Nope, not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. Wait, maybe it will happen.
I mean, he could definitely slow him down long enough for it, yeah.
Yeah, it's supportal combat, but Caridian DMs and takes the kill.
Some definite some gamer decision making there from the side of Teague and Swordmaster.
Oh no, they were gaming there for sure. Not quite Rise Jungle gaming, but they were gaming for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but this is a nice little advantage that the Team Dark Horse has built. Not in the gold lead, but in the dragon lead. I mean, they are really in the driver's seat, and being on Soul Point permanently for the rest of the game is so much freaking pressure. You cannot afford to lose another fight around a dragon.
Well, Bully's just stepping up and says, let's have a little stat check here, shall we?
Yeah, I don't think Bully actually wants this, because I'm pretty sure
I don't think he does anymore. He no longer has that passive up.
That Music does.
Oh, but the missed
Fate Sealed once again goes wide. It looks like Music's actually going to be the one who goes down because of Lynn. I'm pinging that R if I'm Music. I didn't mess that up. You did.
Oh. Yo, let's move on from that.
Yep,
we've got a Baron up here. We've got a top laner down, top wave pushing in, and that Herald has been summoned in the mid lane.
Yeah, it looks like, but we're going to have a fight. Sword kind of in a tough spot. Didn't know that the entire team was in the top side, but we do have a bit of a base race that does not favor front to back. And that's that big 600 gold boost that I was talking about. And it looks like this should be an inhib turret going down in the mid lane.
Oh, and that looks like a dead Lynn the Legend as well. And
that's a possible inhib as well. Yeah, Lynn doing his damnedest to hold on here. But this Herald's still alive. They might be able to get a Nexus turret off this. As here we go. Oh, well played by Teague,
incredibly big brain.
And it looks like this could be the end of the game right here.
Oh my goodness.
Looks like the first Nexus Tower is going to go down.
That was an
second Nexus Tower getting fired on. Teague just firing right away. Abarn trying to do his damnedest to stop it, but it looks like the second Nexus turret is going to go down. Is this just going to be the game in the series? No, TJ So Beast is here. He's going to flash onto Teague, and then the Lamb's Respite is finally popped. That looked like it was the Lamb's Respite stolen by the I'm sorry, Caridian early, as Abarn is going to go down. It's open Nexus. This could be the end of the game in the series. Teague is just free hitting onto the Nexus. I think the series is over.
That looks like
teleport coming in from Music. This is going to be it. Teague trying to get as many hits as he can. Focus the Nexus, focus the Nexus, focus the Nexus.
Teague goes
and
down.
that is going to be the series.
And there it is. That's
Team Dark
GG.
Horse is going to win on a base race.
Oh my god, the 20-minute base race.
Holy crap.
Wow.
I do not believe it. What an end to the game. Holy crap. Well, it looks like I have to take back everything I ever said about Second Herald.
Yeah, dude,
literally
think so.
Everything.
I think that was incredible. That was possibly as hyphy of a game as series ending as I think we've had this season.
Yeah, that is wow. I can't freaking believe what I just saw. That was
I went 0 to 100 very
insane.
quickly.
Oh my God, were you expecting that?
No, dude, I couldn't believe they were setting up for the base race. Did they? I mean, we're gonna have to be asking some questions here. I think number one is, did they not see the Herald in mid lane?
Yeah, well said by Verd. Can we interview
Yeah, where's
Shelly?
Shelly? Where's
Yeah,
Shelly on the comms?
can we interview Shelly? Shelly
Can
MVP?
we see Shelly damage?
On a serious note, I feel like we gotta interview Teague after that, right?
I mean, it was pretty good. I do feel I wanted to get. I don't know, that's tough. That's tough. There's a lot of good representation here from a lot of the players. I can't argue with that. Teague is Teague really showed up, especially in game 3.
Yeah, no. Yeah, we should definitely get Teague in for an interview. That would be awesome.
Uh-huh. I think maybe get somebody else in here as well, but we'll start with Teague.
Yeah, we'll definitely start with Teague. Teague,
What's
holy
up, man?
crap! How are you feeling after that game 3?
I think Abon's shot calling is on point.
Oh,
Oh,
definitely, definitely. Unfortunately, we couldn't get Shelly in here as a co MVP. But like, what were the comms like on that base race?
So I saw that I had Herald, so I was literally screaming at Droid to come with me mid, and we
Yeah,
just cause I told so the reason why Sword died there too is because I told him to go in. If they're not sieging our towers, it's winning for us.
yeah,
So I
uh-huh.
told him to go in, and we just pushed down with Shelly. I thought one of two things were gonna happen: either they go for Baron or they come for us. Either way, we stop them from doing Baron after we die top,
hmm
or
Yeah.
we just obviously end the game.
Damn. um. Wow. Yeah. I mean,
It's been
that was such a crazy match. Like we saw Sword getting picked off, and I'm like, Sword wasn't really in the best spot. But I mean, I guess if there's 4 people committed on that top side, that's not exactly where he wants to be.
yeah,
Yeah.
it was all according to plan, boys.
All according to plan.
Absolutely big brained the macro. So
Um.
tell me, through that series, what was your guys' mental like? Like that was, it got to be a little bit rough after game 1. You guys pulled it together for game 2, had a pretty interesting comp. I was a big fan.
So
Um,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, like how did it progress? Take me on a little bit of a journey here.
Yeah, so we were just having fun, and then we got a mystery PayPal request
Okay,
after game 1, and we just had to
Yeah.
turn it on.
okay,
Yeah. No. No. I get that. I mean, you got your money, you got the PayPal, and then you got the win anyway. So
Yeah,
I mean, what more could you ask for?
that's
exactly.
awesome.
So now
All
that
right.
the final standings are set for the season, you guys will be playing the Kangaroo Corral in the first round of the playoffs. How do you feel about that matchup?
I think it's unfortunate for them, honestly.
That's
Oh,
what's up.
all right.
What
Uh,
score prediction? What do you think?
I think we're gonna go with the 2-1 in Team Dark Horse fashion. We're gonna lose the first game, and then we're just gonna reverse sweep.
I suppose that would be your style.
Well,
Yes,
if you manage
sir.
to 2-1 a team in a 5-game series, I will be even more impressed with your team.
Oh my goodness. The real reason we wanted to win too is because we have to have that Verdant Monkeys matchup in the finals. So we had to be on
Okay.
the
I
opposite side of the
mean,
bracket.
yeah,
All
if
right.
that's how you guys want it to go, like if that's how you want to go out, I understand.
Hey, that is that's a gentleman's death. I can respect that.
Go out in a blaze of glory.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
completely
We'll do
agree.
you some honor.
No matter what side it is, even if
Yeah,
it is
yeah, yeah.
yours.
All right, and I'm gonna ask. I think we've got some time here. If you had to pick a teammate to be pulled in here with you, we're gonna ask a few more questions. Who would you say would be?
Definitely
M-
say Music X or Sword. Those two
Music X or
are
Sword? Okay.
yeah.
Music, what's
We
up,
got a
man?
music.
How you doing?
Good. I got the game I wanted in.
Yeah, that Karma top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was crying for my team. I was like, guys, I really want to play Karma, and they're like, but we don't have Engage. But I was like, guys, I really, really want to play Karma.
Dude, it
Yeah.
worked, man. It worked.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had to do a little bit of research after that first ban against Karma. We were like, wait a minute, is that a music ban? And we had to looked
Yeah,
it
we had
up
to do
and
a
we
little
saw those
digging.
games.
Yeah, is I spam it on like I've been spamming it ever since a good old friend named Tolson, introduced it to me.
Uh-huh.
Welcome to
Like
the
you
Church
just
Uh-huh.
of Karma music.
the
You
Church
are
of
welcomed
Karma.
here.
May he rest in
I
peace.
am soon gonna be the pastor of the Church
True.
of Karma, by the way, so you know.
Well,
All is well. All are welcome in the land of karma.
We are happy to have you. And that game too, you guys were kind of backs against the wall. It was like this could be it, and you had a pretty good Mundo game. How was that game for you guys? It was kind of back and forth for a while.
Yeah. I was a little scared because I remember fighting this matchup on the opposite end of with Bully, and like I remember they beat us in scrims. And
Really?
like yeah, but that was because like other things factored in. But I think because my team held it through, it actually just worked out for the best because I was able to scale. And then the Olaf pushed the lead further because all I did was just run at A barn.
Yeah.
So as soon as
You-
soon as soon as like a Lin landed a card, landed a thing, I threw a cleaver. If I heard the hit, I just go in.
Absolutely.
yeah, the old right click trick never fails, man. It
Oh
never
yeah.
Yeah,
fails.
I actually learned through the course of that game. If you press Olafar, you actually don't get stunned. So I was just able to stay on top of A barn.
Isn't that OP?
Believe it or
Yeah,
not, that's
yeah.
crazy.
It was actually pretty crazy. I didn't figure that out until that dragon fight.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't know Mundo healed until like, I pressed
That
R and I
is
was like,
that is
"Oh."
good to know. I'll take a note of that.
and one last thing, we were a big fan of the comp you guys built. Were you guys building a comp in that game too to just beat that Mordekaiser with the Mundo and the Olaf, or did it
The
just kind of work out?
I think I don't know if I can answer this, Teague. It's more like we picked the Olaf, I think, to run down anyone that stood in front of us, and then
Yeah.
the Mundo was just the very safe counter you could ever pick against the Mordekaiser.
Right.
Mhm.
So no matter what happened in the matchup, Mundo would live.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the unfortunate part was for Bully was that he built Bramble
Instead of Oblivion
instead of
Orb.
Oblivion Orb because when I
Yes.
fought Bully, I made Bully scared because well he said it that I built an Oblivion Orb and whenever I ultied him when he didn't have the passive, like it
Uh-huh.
was easier to kill because all he couldn't run. He couldn't just run with his ulti.
Yeah, and how fitting in the final game of the regular season that we come full circle and Bully returns to sinning with anti-heal items, isn't it?
It is.
I think Bully's a good player. I think he
Oh
needs a
no,
little
no
bit more research
disrespect to
on some.
Bully.
Yeah, he needs some research on some anti heal. But I like his guts and I like his moxie. That's why I like Bully.
Chef's
Definitely.
kiss.
And
Super chef's kiss.
I will say, we are giving Bully a lot of credit there. He had some pretty nasty games on that Mordekaiser.
Yeah, I mean
Definitely.
we talked about it, and I told my team I was like, hey, you know that Bully also plays this, so just so you know, right?
Uh-huh.
It's a
I
possibility.
would I was totally welcome to not play Mordekaiser. It's not my only champion, but everyone seems to think it's my only champion now.
Mhm. Well,
All right.
regardless, great games, guys. Good luck in your playoff match against the Kangaroo Corral next week, and maybe
Yeah.
we'll see you in finals.
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
and we'll see you guys in playoffs, hopefully.
All right,
Hopefully.
guys. GG's.
GG.
GG's. Well, that will just about do it for our final regular season match of TCL. How awesome was it that we got to end in a base race, right, Toki?
That was fantastic. I mean, we had a lot of energy going into the day. Glad we were able to end it with some.
Yeah, it doesn't really get any better than that. And now that the final playoff picture is set, it is officially the 1 seed will be the Verdant Monkeys, the 2 seed will be the Daddies After Dark, led by Mr. Triple B. The
The triple
I
bingus,
believe
I've heard.
the triple bingus,
That's
the
the word
triple
on the
bingus,
street.
indeed, indeed. And on top of that, we have Team Dark Horse number 3, the Footlongs number 4, front to back, the 5 seed, and rounding out the table, the 6 seed is the Kangaroo Corral. So next week we'll be having the Footlongs versus front to back, and Team Dark Horse versus the Kangaroo Corral. Excited for those matchups, Toki?
Absolutely. And of course, even more excited to see those semifinal matches after that bye week. Excited to see what Dads After Dark pull out after having a week off. I know that we're gonna have some ideas of our own.
Oh yeah.
Should be an exciting next couple weeks for TCL.
Should be very exciting. So you know where to find all of the action. It will be here, twitch.tv/the Tilt Champions League. We hope to see you next week. Thank you, Toki. Thank you, Zolik, our producer. Any closing thoughts, Toki?
That's it for me, man.
Well, hey, thank you guys for coming out, and I hope you guys all have a great night and hope to see you next week.